I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Hello, everyone. Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me? What's going on? Uncle Rizzy, you there? Don't know if Uncle Rizzy is there or not. How is everyone tonight? In the chat. I'm just gonna start this off by saying I've had a rough day today. Very, very rough.
We lost you, Kev.
What was that? You know,
Well, are you back? No. All right. Well, hey guys, listen, man. Now, yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
I didn't know you could hear me. I don't know what was going on. As you can see, I had to pull out one of the hoodies for my boy. If I had some liquor, I would pour some out for him. It's a horrible day. I started today off with my franchise quarterback being traded. Then I saw my Knicks lose the game they had to lead in yet again to the Nets. And then I saw my Mets bullpen blow a great game by Jacob deGrom and lose to the Phillies.
So you're taking losses all across the board tonight.
I just don't know how much I can take today. I just want this day to be over with. I can't believe I got let down. All three of my teams today frustrated me in ways that I can't even fathom. I would hate for somebody to want to challenge me today because they are going to feel the wrath. I am going to just completely go unleashed. If somebody tries,
you're gonna come unglued.
Somebody tries to come at me tonight.
You're gonna come unglued
after what I've been through today. So Uncle Freezy tried to console me, I guess, in his way. He was like, "Hey, at least you got traded to a team that's in your home state, and you can go see him all the time." I said, "That's not a consolation prize because I don't like the Carolina Panthers. But I'm going to go out there and get me a Sam Darnold Panther jersey." And the funny thing is, the Jets play the Panthers this year in Carolina, and I was going to that game anyways. But enough about me ranting today. Let me get to the box score of the Knicks and Nets today. We lost to the Nets 114-112, led by a game high 22 from RJ Barrett. Shot 7-14, 4 from 6 from 3 and 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Reggie Bullock had 21 points, 19 in the first half, 2 in the second, on 5 for 10 from 3. Julius had 19 points on kind of an off shooting night. 15 rebounds, 12 assists, his 4th triple-double of the season. Derrick Rose also chipped in with 16 points tonight. Nobody else in double digits tonight. It was an interesting game from start to finish. We had them just very, very. The third quarter, I don't know what it is with us in the third quarter. We get outscored by Brooklyn 32-21 in the third. I don't know if Tom Thibodeau needs to make better halftime adjustments or what, but it has been a common trend throughout the season of us coming out in the third quarter and just laying goose eggs, giving the game away in the third quarter. Tonight was really no different. We had the lead going into halftime. I just don't know. It was very sloppy play across the board. And I really can't pinpoint my fingers. It's bad defense. Kyrie Irving, of course, had 40 points. James Harden only played 4 minutes tonight. Pulled a hamstring, didn't come back in the game. Jeff Green, who I guess is like, if there was like a Mount Rushmore of Knick killers, Jeff Green would be on there. I don't know what Jeff Green has against the Knicks, but he comes to play every single time. He had another 23 points again tonight. Jeff Green. I don't know who's older, Jeff Green or the Winter Soldier. And the Winter Soldier is 108 years old. Okay? Jeff Green coming here looking like he's fresh out of Georgetown. I just don't understand.
I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you at a loss for words?
Just like you said, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was texting Spree and I told him we had another abysmal third quarter. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how many times this has happened. Y'all probably could count it down in the chat. Y'all probably know how many times we've lost the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or we've had leads and the third quarter we come out and we just look like we not the same team. Like, you know what I mean? That's inexcusable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those are things that can't happen. But I also, too, first and foremost, before we get started, y'all throw some love down in the chat for Uncle Freezy, man, because Uncle Freezy ain't feeling well today. So y'all show him y'all love and support for still doing this thing that we like and still being able to throw us on the map, throw us on the scene. So y'all show some love for Uncle Freezy. Get him those get well wishes, whatever you want to put down there for Uncle Freezy. Just let him know that you're thinking about him and that you want him to feel better. All right, I'm good.
I feel like one is proven. I think Tom Thibodeau is like, well, I'm tired of drawing up plays for RJ to win the game, and he has yet to come through in the clutch. Let me draw something up for Julius. But I think it was Steve Popper who had a very interesting tweet about Julius Randle in the clutch. I'm gonna try and find it right quick. Oh, the Stephen Bondi. might have been Stephen Bondi.
Well, he say something.
Okay, so yes, he said the Knicks still have a problem closing. Randall is now shooting 1 for 7 this season when the score is tied or the Knicks are trailing by no more than 3 points in the final 30 seconds. New York is 2 and 7 in games decided by 3 points or fewer this season. 2 and 7.
Yeah, that's not good. We gotta step our game up. It's not good. It's not. I mean,
Your boy Reggie Bullock. Remember, you know how Freezy likes to tell that story about Sammy Sosa and how Sammy Sosa likes to hit grand slams when the team is up by like 8,
mm-hmm.
in like the third inning. But when the
Oh,
game
yo,
is
Kev Ralph
tied,
is backstage.
where is he at? Hitting in the double plays in the innings. That's Reggie Bullock. How you have 19 points in the first half, and you come back in the second half and have 2 points. 2.
He
1, 2.
listen, offensively he kind of disappeared a little bit, but I still
Conda.
think his
Ain't no
defense
Conda in it.
was relevant.
There's an
Like
APB out on Reggie
listen,
Bullock. I'm about to put him on a milk carton in the second half. Where was you at, Reggie?
but his defense was still relevant. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it. He
Who
didn't
was he
show up
guarding?
offensively in the second half. I get it. I
Who was
understand.
he
But at the end of
guarding?
the day, his defense was relevant. At least it was okay-ish. Like,
Oh my God. Who was he guarding? Cabarro? Is that how he never answers his name? Cabarro? I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Who was that? It's not like he was guarding James Harden. This is sickening. And then on Wednesday night, we go up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. We've been stinking up the joint. Stinking up the joint. When I don't know if it seems like a long time ago. Remember we came on air and Freezy was like, "Oh, the Knicks are the hottest team in the Eastern Conference." Doesn't that seem like a long time ago? We've lost 4 of our last 5 games after winning 3 in a row. Granted, yeah, 2 of them were against the Washington Wizards, and one of the games was against the C-list Milwaukee Bucks. And we had a perfect opportunity tonight to be the Brooklyn Nets team that was down Kevin Durant, that was down James Harden, basically, Blake Griffin, Landry Shamet, and we just giving the game away. Oh, here you go. Let me wrap this up in a bow for you. I would have liked for something positive to have come out of today. One thing positive. I'm frustrated, right? I have no idea where City just went, but it's fine. There's more of me on my tangent about how this team is frustrating me to death. I believe in this team, believe it or not. I know I come on here and y'all think I'm like the antagonist, like I'm just so negative, I'm this and I'm that. I believe in this team. I used to believe in this team, then we traded our quarterback away. But that's a different story. We have to go in Wednesday and the TD Garden. Is it still called the TD Garden? I don't know. I think it's called the TD Garden. C-Mac. No, I'm not becoming a Carolina Panthers fan, which is funny because I live in North Carolina. I live about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Charlotte. And the funny thing is, like I said, I had all intentions on going to 2 Jets games this year: the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And so now I'm this is what's going to happen. And I see this happening. Sam Darnold is going to go bananas in the Matt Rule offense, throwing at one of his old receivers, Robbie Anderson. Now he has DJ Moore. He'll be handing the ball off, checking down to Christian McCaffrey. Sam's going to throw at least anywhere between 4,000 and 3,500 yards, 3,500 and 4,000 yards this season. Maybe a little bit of maybe a little more than 4,000 with that offense they got down there. And the Jets, we're going to have Zach Wilson, a 1-year wonder out of BYU. I'm going to let that sink in. And for every Sam Darnold touchdown this season, we're going to be like, see, we just rock with Sam. Joe Douglas should basically go ahead and resign from the New York Jets right now. He has written his fate, tied his wagon to Zach Wilson. And in 3 years, 2-3 years, we're going to be right back in the same place we are right now, with a quarterback who isn't good at all. And Sam Darnold is going to be leading Carolina Panthers to division championships in NFC South. And we'll be right back in the top 5 in the lottery again. Joe Douglas is going to be without a job. Joe Douglas is fine. He's going to have his money, go off in the sunset, do something else. But he won't be the general manager of the New York Jets. Now with Woody Johnson back, he could have got away with that with Chris Johnson running things. But now with Woody don't play that. Woody will get rid of a general manager quick. Ask John Idzik. Ask Mike Tannenbaum. But enough about that. The Knicks tonight, boy, the Knicks. Julius. I talked to Uncle Freezy earlier today, and I said, oh, was I on the Knicks morning drive? I might have been on the Knicks morning drive when I said it. There's going to come a point in time where Julius Randle is going to start the hero ball, and he's going to transform back into spin cycle Julius. He's going to stop trusting his teammates, and he's going to want to put it all on his shoulders and do it himself. I said this morning, the one thing the Knicks have to do is they have to hit shots early for Julius to trust his teammates. And Reggie Bullock did that. But then the clock struck 12, and Reggie Bullock turned back into Reggie Bullock. Does it surprise me? No. Doesn't surprise me, not one bit. Not one bit. Over Peyton. I don't even know why I was talking about Elfrid Payton. He let me look at Elfrid Payton numbers tonight. 4 for 10 for 8 points. Our starting point guard had 1 assist. Let me repeat that again if you didn't hear that. The New York Knicks starting point guard had 1 assist. He came back in, slowed down the pace as everything can do. Alec Burks, one of the new greatest Knicks of all time. You listen to someone else, Alec Burks, tonight. 6 points, 2 for 5 shooting. He did hit a clutch 3 at the end, I guess, to tie it up at 112. But the other, 20 minutes he was on the court, nothing. And this comes after a night where Alec Burks had a goose egg. So in his last 2 games, he's only averaging 3 points a game. But I'm wrong because I talk about these people are going to turn into who we think they are. Like, what's his name? God, who used to be the coach of the Arizona Cardinals? Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out. I think his last name was Green, but I can't remember. They are who we thought they are. And y'all are letting them off the hook. Y'all are letting Reggie Bullock plays good defense. Ooh, he plays really good defense. Ew, Reggie Bullock. You talk about that like he's Scottie Pippen. Like he's Gary Payton or somebody. He's not. He's a bum. A bum. Alec Burks is a bum. I know that might hurt y'all feelings. Because every once in a blue moon, they might have a 20-point game here or there. Oh, look at them. They're helping us contribute. At the end of the day, when you need them the most, we lost to a team that did not have Kevin Durant, James Harden, Blake Griffin, or DeAndre Jordan, or Landry Shamet. There's another player that they didn't have tonight. And we got the audacity, the sheer audacity to sit up there in a press conference telling them we got the Big 15. Really? We got a Big 15. No, we can't beat a Big 1. Kyrie Irving. Let's think about that for a second. We got a Big 15, but we can't beat Kyrie Irving. Thank you, Eddie C. Dennis Green. Sherrod Tucker, RC Creative. RC Creative, I'm so glad that you are in this chat. I got a bone to pick with you. I'm going to first start by complimenting you on your really, really good graphic design for our new Knicks intro. I believe that Uncle Freezy is using it for the Knicks morning drive and Knicks at night. I'm sure it took you a lot of time and editing to do. And I do not want to knock your creative style. But I'm going to knock your creative style. How dare you? You, RC Creative, bombard me with visual nausea of Reggie Bullock. Is that what we're doing, RC Creative? Did I do something to you? Did I do something to you, RC Creative, for you to do me like that? Yes, you know it. You know it, RC Creative. No Kevin Knox. And you know I make this a Knox a night every night. Eric G, how are you? RC Creative, I need you to do me a personal favor. do me a personal favor, and I want you to go back into your lab and your studio where you create your art. And I need you to go back and make a whole nother video. And I don't want to see not one clip of Reggie Bullock in that video for Knicks at Night. Uncle Freezy can keep this intro for Knicks Morning Drive. But for Knicks at Night, RC Creative, I need you to do better for me. I need you to do better for me, RC Creative. Can you please do that? Please. This is from Hoodie Kev to RC Creative. Can we get some knocks for Knocks at Night? Do you know how bad of a day I've had, RC Creative? My team traded Sam Darnold. The Knicks blew a lead. The Mets, on their first game of the season, blew a lead. Bullpen just blew up.
Salute, everybody.
Salute. G-Money, what's going on, man? Hey, Hoodie
Yep.
Cav, City for real.
Hold on one second. I'm talking to RC Creative.
Okay.
RC Creative, I need you to do better. I need you to do better. That's all I'm going to say. Next week, I expect something new from you, RC Creative. 1 week, you on the clock.
RC, do something real good for him. Make him just a personal video of all Reggie Bullock's highlights. That's what you make him. That's what you make him. A whole video of all Reggie Bullock's
I'm a mod.
highlights.
I will ban you from this chat. I will ban you from this chat, RC Creative. Listen to City if you want. How is everyone else on the panel tonight?
50-50, but Baylor ran through Gonzaga. They won their first championship in franchise history, and we lost to a Brooklyn Nets team. No KD, no Kyrie. I was kidding. Kyrie played. No KD, virtually no James Harden, no DeAndre Jordan, no Tyler Johnson, no Blake Griffin, and no Landry Shamet. We're up 14 in second, 13 in third quarter. And we lose to Jeff Green, Joe Harris, Kyrie, and some guy named Johnson off the bench. We couldn't rebound the ball. Yeah. This had to be. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I kind of asked how you was, but I'm glad that you went into detail. That's good.
I'm doing fine, but I want to speak my mind in the game. Quickly. This is one of the frustrating losses of the season. I don't care what people tell me. Yes, we didn't have Mitchell Robinson. They didn't have DeAndre Jordan. So there's no argument there. How do we allow LaMarcus Aldridge, Jeff Green, and TLC get offensive rebounds? That's what really is infuriating.
Alizé Johnson was a talk for me.
True.
Yeah.
Also Claxton.
Claxton too, yeah.
But carry on, G-Money. You're on it today, man. Go ahead, man.
Keep going.
Sorry.
Keep rocking.
Sorry. You see, some of these Knicks fans who call me pessimist and negative don't understand and want to understand what I'm saying. I'm a true Knicks fan, and I give credit when the team plays hard. But I'm going to tell you the facts into what happened in the games. The facts are we had a 14-point lead. But here's why we lost. Turnovers in the second half. 10-plus turnovers in the second half. 7 in that third quarter. Also, Noel played hard. I give Noel credit for playing hard. But 2 missed free throws in the clutch. Julius Randle did have a triple-double. But down the stretch, I'm not trying to hate. Randle's a great player. He's a good player. He's had a marvelous year. But Randle in the clutch is not consistently reliable. Okay? And you saw the end of this game. Why is Alec Burks inbounding the ball if you're fifth? That's what kills me. He's been arguably our clutch player this season. And he's inbounding the ball, which makes no sense.
On an inbounds play, the most dangerous player is the inbounder.
Is the person that inbounds the ball. Exactly.
Just an old basketball thing.
Yeah. I mean, RJ played well. I thought he played. He was attacking the rim. I thought he played. I thought he was other than Bullock. I thought he was arguably the best Nick all night. But sadly, the 5 turnovers. You got to limit the ball, RJ. But other than that, I thought he played well. Reggie Bullock. I know you don't like him, Kev, but to be fair, Reggie did have a big game. But when Thibs sits him down, he went cold. Okay. Oh boy, man. And here's
For
another
a whole
thing.
half.
What?
You went
Excuse
cold for
me?
a whole half. A whole half.
It's true though. I
Huh?
mean, he was hot. I'm not making excuses. Yes, Reggie could have made a few more shots, but at the same time, there were times when he was open, but he didn't get the ball in the second half. There were times when Theft sat him down too much when he was in the rhythm. We got to be honest though. I'm not. I'm just trying to be honest here. And also, why is Julius Randle and Alfred Payne guarding Kyrie Irving? Why? If you're Thibs. Frank Ntilikina would have been so perfect to maybe not shut down Kyrie, but to contain him.
Well, I'll tell you why they had him out there like that. Like I would say, first we saw a little bit of Reggie Bullock on him, right? Then
Uh-huh.
we saw Alfred Payton on him, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
there was a couple of switches here and there where we saw Julius on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just all about the coaching scheme, probably, of giving a guy different looks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Defensively. And not just straight throwing the same guy out there to where, you know, I mean, Kyrie is Kyrie. He's gonna get cooking. He's gonna get cooking. I understand
True.
Frank did do some big things against him, some good things against him a couple of times before or whatever. But Kyrie is Kyrie. Like, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? There's
Uh-huh.
I would honestly have to say this. Like, regardless of who's on our team,
Yep.
there's not very many people that can slow that pot down when it's boiling. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if
Mm-hmm.
you do be able to do it, you getting lucky. To be honest with you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there, I can't. So I forgot the player that I was gonna say, but yo, go ahead, Spree. I heard you was jumping in.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, he's unstoppable, regardless of. I understand G Money your point. Frank has had success,
Mm-hmm.
and you were trying to search for answers. My whole issue was I wanted the ball out of his hands every time, and I feel like we late in games we will trap. Like I feel like when we're desperate, we're down, and I feel like we should do it sooner. I mean, the possession before where Kyrie turns it over, he hits a three over Alfred. And I'm saying trap it. I'll let somebody else beat me. I don't want him putting this ball up. I mean, Alfred's a decent defender, but bottom line is Kyrie was boogieing on everybody. You need to get the ball out of his hands. And so that was my frustration at the end of the game with not trapping. But you hit it on the head, G Money. For me, just really quick, turnovers, 7 in the third quarter was the
Mm-hmm.
difference of the game. That you knew that would come back to bite us. That gave them life. They got out and ran, and
Mm-hmm.
we heard yes, they were making some tough shots, but a lot of it was we let them back in the game. And
Yep.
then the offensive rebounds, that just too many. Noel wasn't great. He only had 5 rebounds, and just as overall as a team, we did not rebound the ball the way we need to rebound. And then I'll say this: the last possession, and we still had a chance. I give the Knicks credit. I thought the game was over at 100-94. Credit to the Knicks; they made a couple big shots and they kept it close. The last possession, here's my issue. You're right. Burks had it going. I said either let Burks shoot a three or you have Randall or RJ go downhill because they're in the penalty. Now, I'm not saying Julius got a bad shot. He actually got a decent look that Julius can hit. But in that situation,
Mm-hmm.
it was a better shot than the one RJ took at Minnesota where RJ was fading away and you knew there's no way he's making that shot. At least with Julius, he can make that shot. But the bottom line is you wanted to see a better quality look, something attacking the basket. It's unfortunate. But hey, this team's got character. They'll bounce back. But yeah, I agree with you, G Money. This one was one we could have had. We should have had. It's disappointing. It's very frustrating. We need to finish games better. We need to
Mm-hmm.
finish. We need to start third quarters better when we have leads.
Mm-hmm.
This is becoming a pattern.
Right.
So I'm going to let my man God of Moses eat right now, but I'll just say this: my boy Alec Burks and Reggie Bullock. I ain't blaming either of those two games for this loss, so I don't want to hear
Nope,
that.
they played well. They played well.
Bottom line is rebounding and turnovers is why we lost this game, and also you got to trap Mr. Kyrie Irving. That's all.
Yes, Uncle Joe. And I want to make this great point. Joe Harris was getting offensive boards. So I'm going to the paint at will. I know Joe Harris can do that sometimes, but come on. If Joe Harris is getting offensive rebounds and going to the paint, you have a problem.
I just want to say I'm gonna keep it short. All I just want to say is I was anticipating James Harden today, and I was anticipating LaMarcus Aldridge who can shoot the three. And again, a player that I feel like we always forget is Jeff Green, man. Jeff Green has been – that's not the first time he's beaten us. I think like this is like the second, maybe the third time. Like this guy sneaks up on you, and everybody forgets about Jeff Green, man. Jeff Green just shows up when he's needed, and he's just one of those players, man. He was a top 5 pick. He was drafted in the same draft class as Derrick Rose, and I totally forgot about him. And this is not the first time he's had 20 points against us. And
how many free throws did he shoot today? I felt like he took a ton.
Yeah, possibly that too.
I don't even remember, but I felt like Jeff Green was at the line a million times tonight. It was annoying.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe the refs were helping, but Jeff Green was involved.
13 free throws.
Wow,
that's ridiculous.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So, there goes that with Jeff Green. So that's why we probably lost, because all those free throws he made. And so that basically, the Nets got a lot of players where if one player doesn't play or two, they got players on top of players on top of players. That's all I can say to that in terms of the roster. And Alize Johnson got the best of us too. Alize Johnson got it going. Joe Harris was getting it going. How many threes they made today in total? Were we protecting the 3-point line?
I think they shot in the mid 30%. I don't know what they finished with, but
I don't know.
I mean, it was just that third quarter bothered me, because the only way we
Brooklyn only hit 10 threes. They shot 31%.
The only way we were losing this game was with turnovers and rebounding, and I knew we played a little too much ISO in the third quarter. I don't feel like the ball moved as much.
I'm starting to develop that bad feeling every time. Like I could watch the first half with ease, but once it goes to the third quarter, like it's just a tough watch every time we start the third quarter. I don't know what it is with the team. I don't know what are they trying to execute. I don't know what's the game plan, but clearly it's always difficult for the team to start playing good in the third quarter. And I mean, they do sometimes close out and then win games, and sometimes they don't. So, I mean, we are 25-25, but now we're 25-26 with a much-needed win against Boston. And I think we got a 50-50 chance to win that game. So,
and Boston's going to be in the back-to-back. So,
okay.
I thought Obi hit a big shot. That was a nice.
Obi's played very well as of late.
Yes.
That was good to see him hit that three.
And
that was a big moment.
And Reggie Bullock, I don't want to say it, I know where I'm at. I know it's Knicks at night, but Reggie Bullock in the first half, I'm like, man, this guy is showing up. And the problem is he's showing up with his 20 points in the first half. But RJ Barrett was able to step up in the second half. So that's kind of cool. Like Reggie Bullock took over the first half. He had his 20 points, but then RJ Barrett in the second half, he starts to see him getting it going. But I was kind of hoping Alec Burks will get it going too. But
also we got nothing from Quickly, Raphael.
Oh yeah.
So, disappointing, because coming into the game, Sim said, IQ, we need a big game from IQ, and I said the same thing. It would be nice to see it, and we didn't see it.
You know what threw me off, and I don't want to throw the conversation all over the place because I know everybody, but did you guys hear the report about I don't know if it was on Twitter or if it was on Google, but that supposedly the NBA is looking into like the whole kicking thing and how create fouls and jumping into players, like whatever Quickly is doing. The NBA supposedly is looking into it because they want to know.
It's not just Quickly. they've been doing that since the Trae Young days. It's not just quickly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like they've been looking at that because, you know, a lot of people complain, but you know what? It is what it is. But again, man, listen, we did a typical thing what our team has done this season, and that's not show up in the third quarter, like, you know what I'm saying, and go ghost, like, you know what I'm saying, and we let the other team run rogue, like, you know what I'm saying. Our defense wasn't there, and then when we get to the fourth quarter and we do start charging and making our comeback. Again, it's just like, you know, guys just can't hit the shots that we need them to hit. Do they make some timely shots?
True.
Yes,
Quick
I
burst of the
agree.
timely free to tie
Yes,
the game
I
with the right
agree.
wing.
I agree.
No, so let's make a quick point that you made a great point. The score finished 114 to 112. I'm surprised that the Knicks were able to stay in the race. Like, if you look at it, like, the Knicks don't score that much. You know, you heard everybody for the post game that this is a team that's not offensively that we struggle on the offense, and that's have a lot of great points with that. But it's impressive to me that as soon as we got Derrick Rose back, that yes, we gave up 114, but we were at 112, and
that should be good to win on most nights.
Right, gives you a chance to win. So we still have a chance to win when it's a high-powered offense team. Granted, wait till Kevin Durant comes back and James Harden comes back, but I'm still surprised that this team can score 112 and defend. Maybe I'm not sure if they can beat this team, but maybe other teams, you know, they can bring it more offense and have a chance to win.
Hold on, City. Because I sat patiently for 7 minutes, and all I heard was wah, 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 wah. That is all
tell us what you
heard.
Tell us what you heard. Tell us exactly what you heard.
Hold on, City. I just sat here and I heard, I don't blame the 7-year vet or the 8-year vet, but I wanted the rookie to show up. Let me repeat that again. Someone on this chat said, I don't blame Reggie Bullock or Alec Burks, but I blame the rookie for not showing up.
104, Kev. Look at facts.
IQ. Hold on, IQ didn't show up the whole game. At least Reggie Bullock showed up the 3 quarters.
When did Alec Burks show up with his 6 points?
He didn't get many opportunities. How many shots did he take? 5?
He played 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
He only got 5 shots.
20 minutes. How many? Emmanuel quickly played 7 less minutes.
Okay.
And yet he didn't show up. But you give a pass.
You know why? You know why?
You
know why? Because Quickly can put up.
For Alec Burks.
Yes, Quickly can put up. We've seen Quickly in 5 minutes put up like 15 points in a second. You either know it right or in a few seconds whether or not he has.
You gotta give him that.
And Burks hit the clutch 3. Burks showed up at the end. Hey, come on now.
If he showed up at the end, we'd be in the win column.
Nah,
he hit a clutch 3 to tie the game.
If he showed up at the end, we'd have a W and a style of an L. Maybe if he had more than 6 points.
Nah,
why didn't we come out and score? I'll tell you why. Because we didn't score. Unless this is golf, which is the only sport you want to have the lowest score in, you need to score points to win.
Which
I blame IQ more than I do Burks and Bullock. Bullock was good.
Bullock was good. He was in the bench most of the second half, though.
He gave you 20. 20. What do you mean 2? He gave you 20. I factor in the whole game.
We watched the whole game, Kev.
In the second half, in the third quarter,
I'm not expecting Bullock to give me 20 points on most nights.
Think about
Bullock had 21, by the way.
This is great. He had 21. But in the third quarter, when we stopped scoring, because we couldn't score in the third quarter.
Oh, so it's Bullock's fault we couldn't score.
Been?
So it's Bullock's fault we couldn't score in the third quarter. It's not Julius Randle and RJ.
It's not them making mistakes. RJ turned the ball over at times.
He was watching. You know where he was at? You know where he was at? He was watching RJ.
Hold on. Let Kev finish. Let him Let him.
So let me just
Let him
say,
get his stuff.
it's all great.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you the Freezy analysis of Reggie Bullock compared to Sammy Sosa.
Wait. No. Don't put words in Freezy's mouth now, because he ain't feeling well.
No,
And
I'm
he's
not putting it.
here.
I'm giving
And I
him
don't
the
want him to
Sammy
wake up
Sosa.
and
I'm
watch
giving him the
this.
Sammy Sosa story. So Sammy Sosa
Oh boy.
will hit a grand slam with a team up 8-0. He hit a grand slam. Ooh, look, it's 12-0. This is great. But when the score is tied 2-2 in the eighth, Sammy Sosa is gonna come over to the plate and grind into a double play to end the inning. Where's the 3-run home run when you needed Sammy Sosa? It's great that you're in grand slams up by 12, but when we need you, you ain't nowhere to be found.
Can I answer
Reggie
that?
Bullock is hitting all these threes, and when we don't need it, but when we need it, you gotta put out an APB on Reggie. I'm about
Dude,
to
he
put him on
didn't
a
put
milk
much of a
carton
shot in the
Again.
in
fourth
the
quarter.
third
Use
quarter.
logic when you're
Where's you
talking,
at
Kev.
now, Reggie?
Kev, you're talking
Can
out
I-
of your butt. He didn't have much of a shot. He barely had any shots in the fourth quarter.
Thank you.
How is
Thank
it going to be in the rhythm when, one, Sims is putting you in the bench, and two, you have Randall dribbling the air out of the ball? How you gonna be in
I
the
saw
rhythm?
Kevin Knox come in the game,
Kevin
and he
Knox,
hadn't played
shut
in
up, man.
games.
Shut up with
Kevin
that.
Knox came in
No,
5 minutes and had 9
No,
points.
we're not doing
Don't
that.
you sit
Oh,
here and talk to
God.
me about
No.
coming in the game out of sitting on the bench and not being able to score. I
Hold
just
on,
saw
hold
a
on.
guy who y'all say are bums come in
You
after
asked-
not playing for games,
Hold
come
on.
in 5 minutes and have 9 points. And
Hoodie
you
Cap,
trying to tell me that in
Hoodie
how
Cap.
many minutes did Reggie Bullock play? Because
You
I'm
asked-
pretty sure he played 31 minutes.
Hoodie Cap, you asked
He
me a
played
question.
31 minutes.
You asked me a question. Where was Reggie Bullock in the second half? I'm going to answer it for you. He was watching R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle turn the ball over every other possession.
Mhm.
And also, I don't want Reggie Bullock dominating the game in the fourth quarter. I want him just to get some opportunities if he's wide open. But the bottom line is, Reggie gave you more than
Mhm.
what he needed to give in this game. The fact that this is an agenda-driven argument.
It's just a narrative I'm
There
hearing.
is no way you
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
believe that Reggie Bullock is to blame for this loss.
Just,
Come on, man.
Here's why we lost.
Not only that,
Rebounding.
not only
Noel
not
missing
only
2 free
that.
throws.
Right,
He scored 20-plus points.
And here's why we
He's
lost
great.
too. Kyrie was yawning Alfred Payton and Julius Randle. Okay? Yes. Does Reggie make some mistakes? Sure, he does. But this is why I don't honor and respect what you're saying, Kev. You're blaming Reggie for the loss, but was Reggie the only reason why we blew a 14-point lead in the second quarter and a 13-point lead in the third quarter? What about Phibbs not making the right rotations? What about
What rotation is he supposed to go with?
you could have if Bullock is lining it up from the perimeter, you could keep him in the game and keep it going. And also you could, I'm not saying Frank will shut down Kyrie. That's not what I'm saying. But Alfred Payton is not slowing down Kyrie Irving. Kyrie was going to the basket at will, hit crossovers, mid ranges. Even seen Julius Randle go Kyrie, which is ridiculous. The facts of the matter, we lost the game because of turnovers in the second half, missed free throws by Noel down the stretch, and also the fact that we didn't rebound the ball over Jeff Green,
Well said,
Joe
G Money.
Harris.
There's no rebounding.
Well,
That
listen.
rebounding, I'm with you on the rebounding.
Rebounding, and also the fact we also lost the game because we didn't have that killer, even though we overcame an 8-point deficit in the fourth quarter to tie the game. If we shouldn't even been in that position if we just played smart in that third quarter. That is the reason why we lost. It's not because of Reggie Bullock and Alec Burks. Was Burks super duper today? No, of course not. But Alec Burks did hit a clutch 3 to tie the dang game to give us an opportunity
Thank
to
you. That's what I
potentially
was
win the
gonna say.
game. When I
G-Money,
Maybe if he hit some
when
more
I hear
threes
opinions like
before
this
that,
is why I
we
choose
wouldn't have
not
needed to hit a clutch
respect
3
that garbage.
at the
I'm listening.
end. Why don't people
It's
get into
like
their
you're making
head?
a
Maybe
narrative.
if Alec
You-
Burks scored some more, we wouldn't
It's
have been
just
in the situation where he
narrative-driven, I'm
needed to
hearing.
hit a clutch 3.
Reggie
Yeah,
Bullock
but
is
listen,
like
How
a
about
little
that?
basketball
Can I
player.
just-
How about
can I-
Alec
did a
Burks
lot of things.
getting
Can I chime in?
6 points, more than 6 points, and we wouldn't be in the situation that we were in.
Hold
You're
on.
a
Three
hater.
of those
Hold
points
You're
were
a
the most
hater.
important
You're a
point.
Burks hater.
Like,
Head
what
the
is
ball
like,
and
Nothing
turn the
against
ball.
my guy Burks. You're
G-Money,
a
can I
hater.
answer your point?
Yo, hold on,
Can I
guys.
answer
Just
One
your
at a
all
time.
I
One
hear
at
Go
a
ahead,
time. One at
Hold
a
up,
time.
G-Money,
right here.
Yo, hold on.
let
One
me
at a
chime
time.
in.
One
I'm
at a
gonna chime
time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me
Go
chime
ahead,
into
Rex.
G-Money's point. I think it had to do with Alizé Johnson today, Jeff
Mhm.
Green, to your point, G-Money,
Mhm.
and TLC. Those
Mhm.
guys they were after the rebounds, like
Mhm.
like this was a playoff series for them. And they
Right.
knew that Kyrie Irving is going to be Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Joe Harris is going to be Joe Harris.
Right.
LaMarcus Aldridge is going to be LaMarcus Aldridge. But if you can get the rebounds, out rebound the Knicks and get those 50-50 balls, that's what's going to keep them
Exactly.
in the
More
game
rebounds, more
win,
possessions.
and win the game for them. Because once you get the ball to Kyrie Irving's hands, it's almost like they're starting a whole game plan. Like
Clutch.
they're starting a whole
Now,
game
listen.
plan. That's the way Tibbs play.
Listen.
Tibbs is all about defense
Mhm.
and catching the rebound. They started to catch on. They said, you know what? Today nobody's going to play. Alizé Johnson, you're going to be our best player. TLC, and that's what they did. They went after the rebounds. All those
Rebounds, 50-50 balls.
balls. They lost. There's a lot of them. It was clutch when they got them. All of
We
them.
lost a lot of those. But did y'all notice? Did y'all notice something about Afro Julius tonight? Did y'all see the energy he was putting in? Did y'all see him running, literally
He was running.
taking it, running down the court, dribbling the ball down the court, bringing it straight to the offense bringing it straight to the defense to orchestrate our offense. Like Julius was moving. He looked like a different man tonight. I don't know if y'all saw how much energy he put into coming up and down the court, but that man was definitely in his I want to get this game back. Unfortunately, we didn't get it, but he
Julius
spent
was
a
that in
lot
the
of
first half.
energy.
And in the first half, I
He-
thought Julius played smart. In my opinion, the second half, I thought he was forcing it a little bit, though.
But
But he spent a
all
lot
those,
of energy, man.
all
I
those,
understand that, but so is Kyrie. So I'm not using it as an argument. Everyone's tired. Everybody's tired. It's a matter of can you show IQ in close games? Kyrie Irving showed IQ in this close game.
As good as
Julius
Julius Randle
did not.
was, go ahead. I got him.
I'm going to keep it short. All those rebounds gave the Brooklyn Nets so many second chance posts to shrink that lead. It wasn't even funny.
Mm-hmm.
As good as Julius Randle was with his triple-double, the bottom line is the 5 turnovers from Mr. Barrett, Mr. Randle, IQ not showing up, and Nerlens Noel missing free throws and only giving me 5 rebounds, not really doing as good a job protecting the rim as I'd like, and he had early foul trouble. I'm blaming all those things before I'm even talking about Reggie Bullock.
Exactly, Spree.
Yes,
But
you would
Kev
have
wants
liked
to make a narrative.
You would have liked to have Burks to have given you more, but he didn't get enough opportunities. He made a clutch 3. And Reggie Bullock, look, I don't want Reggie Bullock dominating the game in the fourth quarter. I just want him to be open and guys to hit him when he's open. But the bottom line is Reggie Bullock gave me 21 points on 6 for 11 and 5 for 10 from 3. What more? What do you want? You want Reggie to score 35 points? What are we talking about here?
And he was making big shots to give us that big lead. Catch and shoot
Come on,
threes.
man. I mean, let's be fair about it. I mean, our expectations for Reggie Bullock. I mean, Kevin Knox ain't going to put up 21 in this type of game. Let's be fair. You're expecting Reggie to be an all-star.
And I want to
That's
throw
not
this out
fair,
there
Hoodie
too.
Kev. I'm going to call you Hoodie Bayless. That's what
I want to make this quick point too. The Nets. I want to make this quick point too. The Nets had 26 second chance. Let me make this quick point. The Nets had 20. Salute J Boogie. The Nets has 26 second chance points. Knicks 2 second chance points. Come on.
I got a question for the panel. It's gonna be real quick. I like Obi. Look, I'm a big fan of Obi getting minutes. He played great today. But my question is, what was the lead when Obi got in, and when was the lead, and what was the lead when he got out? Because I got to look at how we're shrinking, how these leads. When the Knicks have a lead, it shrinks. Like it's not even funny. Like the team is out rebounded. The Brooklyn Nets, they started getting in rhythm. They started out hustling the Knicks, and they got and the defense just started showing up out of nowhere, where it's like, what's going on now? So I'm.
But it's not because of Obi. It's not because of when Obi comes in the game. I mean, listen, when our bench doesn't play well, yes, we get the other team outscores us. That's just what happens. That's what happens with any team. It's not about just one player coming in. I don't want to single anybody out. I'm talking about our full bench. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when they come in the game, yes, they get outplayed. Sometimes when we on a roll, they step up and, like, you know what I'm saying? They keep the lead, or sometimes, you know, they don't. Like, it's just a thing that happens with every team. But I just don't want to make it about one player. I don't want to say, oh, because Obi came in the game, like, you know what I'm saying? This is the reason why we losing or whatever. Like,
I agree. It's a team
Can I say
game,
something?
man.
I agree. I just want to say that I would want when Obi gets minutes, and I agree with you, City. Your whole take was very valid. But more than just scoring when Obi gets on the floor, if it would help the team win if he's grabbing rebounds. That's what I just want to say with that, because that whole Brooklyn Nets team started hustling us on the boards. They started crashing boards more than ever against us, and that's not something that I would say is normal. It's not something that I usually see. We do the rebounding, not the other team. So
but look at how many minutes Obi played, though.
I'm very,
like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
you
I know.
just said you want to see Obi Toppin rebound the ball, but yet you just admitted that we get out rebounded in the third quarter when Obi Toppin didn't play a minute.
I didn't say third quarter.
Earlier, you said we got rebounded in the third quarter.
I'm talking about the whole game. They started getting into the groove. They started
when Obi Toppin wasn't even in the game. But yet you just sat here and said you want to see Obi Toppin rebound the ball more when he's not even in the game when we're getting out rebounded.
I asked a question. I asked a question. I didn't say he did. I asked a question. But I don't want to get back into. I don't want to go back into.
Let's read that real quick let me read that for Jay Boogie real quick. Jay Boogie, salute, bro. Hope everything is going well. He says our top-notch defense is overrated when it comes to the fourth quarter. We do not get major stops, major hustle plays, or major rebounds. Kind of like some stuff what we've been talking about.
Oh God. You know, people sit here and they want to say, oh, I'm so tough on this player and I'm so tough on that player. And maybe I am. Maybe I am, because I sit here and everybody wants to.
It's Chris Dudley.
I don't even know what to say, right? It's mind-boggling. But when you want to hold them accountable for something, no, I don't want to hold them accountable for nothing. They're great. They can do no harm other than disappear when you need them the most. I will not go to a gunfight with Reggie Bullock or Alec Burks because I'm going to be shot up. I'm like, where's my help? They gone. I got to take on the whole clan by myself because my backup is gone. Nowhere to be found. When we can't score, neither one of our 3 and D players can hit a 3 or play any defense. Think about that. Our 3 and D player can't hit a 3 or play any defense because anyone named Elise Johnson should not be out there killing you.
5 threes from Reggie Bullock today in
the first half.
So it's fine. It's fine to acknowledge that.
But listen to this.
Yeah.
Please make sense of this. When the game started to get tight, when they started to come back, when we needed buckets, where was he at? He was on the court.
I admit Reggie disappeared in the second half.
He disappeared in the second half. Nobody's disputing that. My issue is you're acting like he's the reason that we lost this game.
Maybe
he's the main reason.
A little more consistent. That's all I'm asking for. Don't fire your guns all at the same time.
Say that,
and then when you need some bullets later on, you got empty chambers.
Hoodie Kev, say that. Why don't you say you want him not to disappear in the second half, but don't say he's the main reason we lost this game.
I never said he was the main reason. I said he's one of the main reasons.
Oh, okay, no. If you say he's one of the main, I would agree with that. Yeah.
I never said because I said Reggie Bullock and Alec Burks, which means it's double. Alec Burks didn't show up at all.
Yeah, where was Alfred Payne?
People say he hit
Yeah.
a clutch 3, right? They make it seem like, oh, he hit a clutch 3. But that was it. That was it from Alec Burks. He didn't do anything else. Nothing.
Yeah,
I
learn
admit
anything
Burks didn't play very well. You have a point. I admit Burks didn't play super duper. We're not denying that.
This is a team that didn't have half of its roster playing, and yet you got the audacity to sit up in a press conference and say we got a big 15. And
I
then
didn't get you. Have
He
a
said
point.
that. He said that before the game.
exactly, you had the audacity to sit here and say you got a big 15, and then you lose to a bunch of backups.
I don't think Kevin Knox would have helped us on the defensive end though tonight.
True. Knox is not a great defender.
Frank would have.
Frank, if you had Frank on Kyrie, again, I don't think he shuts him down. I don't think so. But he would at least try to contain him. Alfred Payton and Julius Randle, if you put him on Kyrie, Kyrie would dance and boogie. Kyrie Irving was serving. That's what I can say.
Kyrie's a bad boy. Always again. He's
he
good,
is a bad man.
Have you guys looked at what he's doing field goal percentage and from 3 this year? Have you looked at that?
He's efficient.
You guys know what he's shooting 50% from the field and 40% from 3 on the year. That's insane.
And he's so clutch. And in the playoffs, Kyrie Irving is so efficient, and he has high IQ in the clutch, though. Kyrie shoots around 43, 44% in the clutch, which is pretty good, which is second behind Steph Curry in the clutch in the playoffs.
His numbers this season, I was telling a friend this. If you look at his numbers, I challenge anybody to go look at the stats. I think he's having a top 5 to 10 year stats-wise among anyone in the league this year.
Probably. It's just that he's missed so many. Kyrie's had a great year. If he wasn't missing so many games this year, he could have even been better.
He's a bad boy, man. Always against us, he kills us.
So thank you for the super chat, you Elvis. He says that I love how we blaming every single player. There's enough to go around.
Randall had a triple double, and I blame him. He was ISOing the third, turning it over. I blame RJ too.
Everybody deserves
RJ played well in the fourth, but whatever.
That's true. I mean, RJ was marvelous for the fourth quarter. Like you said, Spree, it's just that the turnovers. Again, everybody deserves blame. The coach, the players. We gotta be honest. We're not gonna just pretend one guy costs us a game because it's a team game. Everyone is a team game. Everybody has to do their job.
I disagree with State. Love you, State, but I do not agree that Kevin Knox can do more than Alec Burks. I disagree with that.
No way.
Sorry.
What does Alec Burks do that's so special?
He's had a lot of good games this year, man.
No one's
had a lot
of big games.
He's had a lot of big games. He's contributed to a lot of wins.
What is your definition of a lot? I would like to know what a lot is.
How many games have we played this year, Cody Cow?
51.
51.
Okay, and we've won 25 of them, right?
25. Yep.
Yes.
I have not looked at each box score. I have at one point. I haven't looked at it right now, but I will venture to say that at least in 15 of those games, Alec Burks has played very well and been a main reason we won the game.
And one of the
main reasons. Just like you used one of the main reasons Bullock was the reason we lost. I'll say one of the main reasons Alec Burks came to play.
Listen,
Alec Burks can teach you. Alec Burks, hold on, I'll just say this, and I didn't even know this about Burks. Look, I'm not saying Burks is Michael Jordan. I was just saying that to bother Hody Kev the other night. But I'll just say this.
Wow.
He can take you off the dribble. He can shoot it. He can handle it. He can get you rebounds. Is he the greatest defender? He's okay. He can hold his own. I'm not saying – and he's bad in transition, Alec Burks. He's not a good transition player. He'll make mistakes. But the bottom line is for what this team paid him to do and what he's asked to do on this team, he's done a damn good job. That's all.
I asked a question of what Alec Burks does better than Kevin Knox.
He
creates on shots.
He's a better all-around player.
He's a better slasher than Kevin Knox.
He's a better off the dribble.
Really?
He's better off the dribble. Oh yeah, he's much better off the dribble. He's a better handler of the basketball.
I said, is he a better slasher than Kevin Knox?
What do you mean slasher?
Because I've seen Kevin Knox
goes to the basket
and yam on people.
That's not his game. He's not a.
Okay, fine. Scratch that. Knox is a better slasher. Scratch that part.
What does that have to do with who's better, though?
No, he said slashing. I said I've seen Kevin Knox.
Okay,
slash
I made a mistake. Scratch that.
Kevin Knox gets a head of steam,
and
he's
also
gonna try to go down on somebody.
And Burks is way more consistent than Kevin Knox. Those are facts.
I think Burks is a better passer too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? A better passer?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think he's a better. Oh, not in transition. I'll say that, not in transition. But overall, I think he is a better passer, and he is a better handler of the ball. Look,
He might be a better handler of the ball. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Oh, hold on, my cord is stuck.
And he has a track record.
What does that got to do if you're better than someone else because you have a track record?
Because I have more faith in you when you're in the game. And so does Tibbs. And I kind of – Tibbs agrees with me. So, sorry.
I'm glad that Tibbs is Red Auerbach.
Well, he's gotten me 25 wins, so I got to give him something. He's not perfect.
No one thinks Red Auerbach. Don't put words in their mouth, Kev.
I didn't put words in their mouth. I made a sarcastic comment. That's what that is. I never said anyone even brought up Red. I made a sarcastic comment. How is that putting words in someone's mouth?
I mean, you're saying that you're just said that Spree thinks Phipps is Red Auerbach. He never
That's not what I said. I said, well, I'm glad he's not Red Auerbach. I didn't say Spree said anything.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not. He's not. He's got his issues. There's no doubt. And some of the points he made the other night, Hoodie Kev, is he the guy? I mean, there's all fair points. I'm not going to sit here and say that. Did you go to Burger King tonight? That's what I want to know.
No, I've been in the house since earlier. I was flipping back and forth between Jacob deGrom being masterful as Jacob deGrom usually is, and then our bullpen. Our bullpen is like, forget that.
There's too much on TV tonight, my man. Too much.
After being depressed about that happening earlier today, it's been a very bad day for me. It's been a very, very bad day for me.
Yeah.
But we have the Boston Celtics on Wednesday.
We can bounce back. We've done it before.
Which is tomorrow's at the minute, which is tomorrow. And Boston's playing Philadelphia on TNT tonight, I could say.
I mean, that doesn't matter. Brooklyn came off a back-to-back night. See how that happened.
That is true. And Boston's going to play harder because remember, the last time we played them, we never trailed in that game, and we clobbered them because Boston cannot really hit a shot to save their life. They shot under 30%. So, and we also didn't have Jason Tatum. So I assume it's going to be a closer game because now they got Evan Fournier. Also, Jaylen Brown's game improving. Marcus Smart's been all right. I mean, Boston's going to play very hard on tomorrow. Excuse me. So it's going to be a tough game because remember they're a half game above us in the standings now since we lost. So that's going to be a big game because who knows? Could it be depending where the standings are? Could it be a first round preview? Could it be a play-in preview? Who knows?
What's up, Darth Vader?
Shoot, Darth Vader.
I can tell you right now that.
Hold on, yo, Kev, I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you how to get rid of all of your problems for tonight. So you know how you do the woosah?
I don't do that.
But this is how Darth City does the woosah. I want you to hear it.
You sound like you have asthma. You need an inhaler?
That's the woosah for you. That's how you do it.
You're like, you need to go lay down somewhere. Like you have some.
Well, you see, I got the ventilator. I got the ventilator. You know.
You need one of those breathing machines.
We'll get back to it.
What do you call those sleep apnea things?
A CPAP.
Yeah, a CPAP. You need one of those? That's what it sounds like. A CPAP. I'm just saying. You want to go to sleep? You need a pillow? A blanket? I don't know what's going on. All I know is this. I don't want to hear no more trash talking from anyone on this team. Nobody. It's like.
Did you hear what Freezy said? Did you see what Freezy said? He said, where was Elfrid Payton?
Listen, Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton is.
He got us 2 important buckets. I would say that. It didn't amount for much, but he did get us 2 important buckets.
So Elfrid went 4 for 10 tonight. 4 for 10. Like I said in the beginning of the show, our starting point guard, the New York Knicks starting point guard, had 1 assist. 1 assist. From a guy who played, how many minutes did Elfrid Payton play tonight? He played
21.
21 minutes and had 1 assist.
But Derrick Rose played
Assist goes
26
both ways. Assist goes both ways. Did he hit some guys and they missed some shots? Yeah. So what are you trying to say? I mean, let's be real about it. Assists don't just take one man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's teamwork. It takes the other guy to make the shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Elfrid Payton was in the
get on him.
game.
We could get on him about his assists, but at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? You
Elfrid
can
Payton
pass the
was
ball
in
to
the
whoever you want
game.
to. If they don't make the shot, you cannot blame me for not getting assists.
Let me get this. Let me make this clear. Elfrid Payton was in the game when Reggie Bullock was knocking out everything east of the Mississippi.
Guys, there's a viral video going out of Julius Randle's son crying in the arena, pointing to a picture of Harden, Durant, and Kyrie, saying "I hate them," and he's crying. It's such a
Wow.
beautiful video. I would go on Twitter and look at that. To me, I
Why does
love
he
it.
hate Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant
I hate
hasn't
all of
even
them
done
too.
anything to us yet.
Oh, it was beautiful. That was me when I was younger. I
Yeah.
would have been just like Julius's son. He's
Think
a
about
little
this.
kid.
Think about
He's
this.
sad.
Kevin Durant, we are like 0-3 against Brooklyn. And Kevin Durant hasn't played a single game against us.
I know Durant played the first meeting in the Garden.
He did.
Did
Yeah.
he?
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
What
That
did
was
he
an
do?
ESPN.
Did he kill
That
us?
was an ES. He had a
Not
pretty
really.
good game. That was an ESPN
But he
Wednesday
had
game
25
at the Garden.
points.
Let me
Didn't
look
he
this
have
up
like
real quick.
25 or something like
He had
that?
like 20
Around
something.
there, that at the time, I remember we were on a midst of a 5-game losing streak. I remember at the time. They had the first meeting in the Garden. We lost by 7 on ESPN on a
Durant
Wednesday
didn't
night.
play the second
Mhm.
game or tonight.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, so he had 26 on 10 for 18 shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is before and this is
That
without
was actually the day James Harden got traded to Brooklyn, by the way.
Yeah, he
and this
was
is
talking about it
without
after the game.
this is
Mhm.
without Kyrie Irving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kyrie didn't play.
Hmm.
Very sad. Extraordinarily sad. Oh, my head hurts.
Raphael just liked my tweets. You can follow me at SpreewellFan8 if you want to see the video of Julius's son crying. It's a funny video. SpreewellFan8 on Twitter if you want to follow me. I shared the tweet. It's very good. It makes me laugh because I wrote to him. I wrote back to whoever posted that video. I hate them too. Love your father. So, thanks, Raphael, for liking the tweet. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I had to go watch it, man. It's hilarious. I actually had to see like that Jeff Green actually did. He went for 9 for 13 from the free throw line. I mean, if he didn't get so many attempts, maybe the game would be going overtime.
Barely. And yeah, he got the big offensive board, and I think somebody fouled him at the end of the game. I think it was Noel, somebody that fouled him. If we just rebound that ball at the last possession, who knows? We could have gone to overtime, or we could have ran a better offensive play. We probably would have had a game winner. Things could have happened, but you gotta get the Nets credit. Brooklyn, they hustled. You know, they fought for those balls. Kyrie had a marvelous game. Joe Harris made some big plays. Jeff Green was attacking the rim, hit some big shots. Claxton, his athleticism was there. Johnson, big game off the bench with his hustle. You know, and Aldridge hit some. He didn't play great, but Aldridge did have an impact a little bit. Not a great impact, but a little impact with some offensive boards too. So
Just
you
enough.
know,
Just enough.
just enough impact. Brooklyn, you know, fully healthy, this team's gonna be very, very tough to beat. They're not unbeatable; they're very beatable because the Nets are not a great defensive team. But Brooklyn, you know, if they can try to limit their turnovers and everybody can stay healthy for the Nets, this Nets team is gonna be very, very scary. They're depth, ball movement, pick and pop players, and you have veterans like Kyrie, Jeff Green, James Harden, Kevin Durant, who's been to the NBA Finals before.
Marcus Aldridge.
Marcus Aldridge been to a conference final. This team is going to be a very tough team to beat. To beat Brooklyn, you got to play disciplined basketball. That's how you can beat this Nets team. You got to play smart, disciplined, and you got to limit turnovers because we all know they love to run and transition. So,
Like,
and
my thing I
Yeah, go
agree
ahead.
with you, G Money. Just really quick on that point. I think if they're all healthy, you could play good defense and they could just outscore you, man. They could
Yeah,
like
man.
you could be the best defense in the NBA and they may still win the whole thing just because
True,
they can
man.
outscore everyone.
And they have go-to guys everywhere. James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, guys who've been there before. And Steve Nash. We don't know. I know Steve Nash has not coached a playoff game yet, but I think Steve Nash is going to make some adjustments, man. This team, look, they have a lot of flaws. They do, but this next team is going to be very dangerous because I don't know if there's another team out there that's going to beat these guys. People keep telling me about, oh, Philly's going to beat Brooklyn. What if people seen it Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons to show they can beat Brooklyn? This is the same two guys that lost to the Boston Celtics without Kyrie Irving, Daniel Tice, and Gordon Hayward to a rookie Celtics team. Come on. This is the same guys that could not get past the Raptors in the second round. And even and who else is there in the East? If the Miami Heat would have made more moves, I would have given them a chance. But here's the thing. Victor Oladipo can score, but is he going to be consistent in the playoffs? He hasn't been a great play. He's not a great playoff performer. Victor Oladipo. Jimmy Butler is clutch, but other than that, who's your other go-to guy consistently that can take over the game if you're Miami, other than Jimmy Butler? And that's the thing. And Milwaukee, yes, Milwaukee can shoot the three, but here's the thing. Milwaukee does not defend the three-point line well at all. And here's the thing. Are you going to rely on Chris Middleton to be consistent in the playoffs? No. Drew Holiday, yes, he shut down Damian Lillard. But Kyrie Irving is one. Kyrie has a lot of flaws, but Kyrie is one of the smartest players in the NBA. He can put the ball on the floor, dribble, slash, can create his own shot, and he's efficient at the mid-range shot. It's going to be hard to stop Kyrie. And here's the thing. Yes, Giannis will ball out in that series because the Nets don't have consistent shot blocking. But if the game is close, who do you rely more? Kyrie, or excuse me, Giannis or KD? Kevin Durant. Just like, come on. I don't. Where's this narrative that the Nets are losing the East? The Nets, fully healthy, are going to the NBA Finals. Could they
They're the
lose?
favorites. There
They're
is a
going to the
path for them
finals.
to lose, but it's not. I'll say this really quick. Just yes, the Nets. If they're healthy, they're clearly the favorite. The only thing that I can see, is you're going to need. The game slows down in the playoffs. Okay, so you're going to need some bad shooting nights. Maybe you're going to need Kyrie to go AWOL and say I'm leaving the team. Maybe you're going to need KD to get called out on social media and lose his mind, or James Harden to be playoff Harden, which is possible. We've seen that. And then the Sixers, Embiid play out of his mind. And yes, I agree. We haven't seen it from the Sixers. But one thing I'll say about the Sixers that's different, though, the way they play, I do think that they could give the Nets problems.
No, they could.
It's a tough ask. It's a very tough. That's what the Nets just have too much firepower. But is it possible? Yeah, but assuming
they could beat the Nets, I just don't think.
I don't see it unless Kyrie goes AWOL, which we have seen before, where Kyrie doesn't show up and is in a Zoom call in some lecture class with me and UG Money. I don't see.
Yeah, that's true. And Boost Mobile, I know the Heat are solid, but here's what people need to understand. Okay, other than Jimmy Butler, who's going to be consistent in a close game that you trust? Victor Oladipo is a good player. But one, he's injury prone himself, and two, he's not been that good in the playoffs. We gotta use logic here, okay? We gotta use logic here. It's like
my whole thing, G Money. If I can respond to your thing real quick, it's gonna be a quick take, but
good.
I think the Lakers. I've always been baffled with this injury of AD, and then now all of a sudden Kevin Durant was out for COVID, that he's never been. These guys, it's a huge war. It's such a big war going on between the Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets that not even Kevin Durant is playing.
The Lakers could beat the Nets.
They could. Right. The Lakers, I mean, LeBron is not playing.
True.
AD's not playing. That's the Lakers, right? Now look at the Nets. Kevin Durant's been missing in action for a long time.
Since February.
These guys, I don't think they want to show each other's hands how good they can be. I think that everybody is just waiting to get to the playoffs and then let's just show our hand because people study tape and they say, okay, they're manipulating this, they're manipulating that, they're working on this, and so I think right now the reason we're not so I expect the Nets to be explosive come playoff time.
Yeah, they're
They're
gonna
gonna
go
be
to the
big.
finals.
Yeah.
Sure. And again, I'm not saying they'll sweep the East. That's not gonna happen. They won't sweep the East. They're gonna have some trouble here and there. And yes, if Miami had made more moves, I would have given them a greater chance to beat Brooklyn. But here's the thing: this team isn't as good as they were last year. I mean, they had some injuries, but I'm just saying. So
Agreed.
and so that I'm just saying.
You're right.
So I don't see. Go
I
ahead.
hate them so much. I really
You hate
do.
the Heat?
No,
Wow.
I hate. Okay, so I'll say this. I have a good order for you. Well, I hate
Mhm.
the Heat for what they did in the '90s, so I do still hate the Heat a lot. I
Wow.
hate the Pacers a lot. I hate
Wow.
all their fans. I hate the Nets because I hate Kyrie and KD because they didn't go to the Knicks, and I'll never
Okay.
forgive them for that. So I hate them. I do hate any team LeBron is on. I respect LeBron; he's an all-time great player. I just like hating because he didn't come to the Knicks either, and I got my hopes up, and I got suspended from school. So
Wow.
yeah, that took me a while to get over. So I do still hate any team LeBron is on. I hate the Nets. I hate the Heat. I hate the Pacers. Also, I hate the Celtics. I really hate the Celtics. I hate Boston. I hate their fans. I hate everything about them. When Carmelo was on the team and we were playing those Boston teams, I just hated their fans because they gave them energy and I couldn't do anything about it because we had Tony Douglas in the game and Jared Jeffries and they were bobbling the ball all over the place in the Boston Garden and I couldn't do anything about it. So I hate those guys. Who else do I hate? Really quick. I think that's about it. I hate a lot of people. Sorry, but it's all love. I don't really hate these people. It's just my fan.
I get it. I mean, I don't hate anybody. The only team I ever hated was the Big Three Heat. That was the only team I ever hated.
I did hate them. I did hate.
I did hit the big.
I was rooting for the
Big Three.
Mavericks.
True. Other than that, I never hated a team. I never did. I don't hate a
You're
team
a
now.
better person than me, G Money. You're a better person than me. I'm not a good person because
No,
I
think
shouldn't have
you're a good
hated
person. No. You're a good. No, Sprig. You're a good person. Don't say that.
All right,
You're a good
appreciate
person. I love you, man. I love all of you guys.
All
You guys are great.
I
You guys are
appreciate
great.
I shouldn't hate though, but it's not my.
I mean, that's
family
your
says
choice.
this is too much. Yeah, it's
That's
my
your choice. You can.
Right.
You can. That's your choice. You can hate. You can love. You can disrespect.
But it's all like at the end of the day, the people that I hate, LeBron for it, I mean, the guy's an all-time great player, top 3 when all is said and done. It's a matter of preference. I still think MJ is the greatest of all time. He was my era. I still truly believe that. But in this generation, he's been the best player. I can't argue that.
That's
but
true.
I'm a depressed Knicks fan, so I have a lot of hate in my heart.
I get it. I said, I understand. I never hate. Like I said, the only team that I despised was the Big Three Heat. But other than that, I never hated the team. I never hated the Warriors. I just hate the hype for some of these teams, like this narrative that they're unbeatable and all this garbage. It really annoyed me. Other than that, I never hated a certain team. I never hated a player. So that's what I'm saying.
No, that's good. It's a good way to live.
That's because you didn't grow up in the '90s. If you grew up in the '90s, you hate a lot of people.
I was born. Even though I didn't watch all those Knicks games back in the 90s, I was born in '98. If I did, I would not have hated because again, I'm not that type of person. I don't hate a lot of things. All right.
I hated Reggie Miller. I hated Tim Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning.
Do you know who Dan Marley is?
I hated Dane Marley. Yes, I did. I do hate
Dan Marley.
I was a big fan. I like Tim Hardaway, but the father.
I mean, I like those guys, but I hated them because they were on the other side.
PJ Brown.
Oh my god!
I didn't have any. I mean, I like that killer crossover from Tim Hardaway. I thought that was
Tim Hardaway underrated.
Yeah, I used to like him. Man, that's how I first started learning how to play ball.
Anthony Carter.
Yeah.
I think someone I hate. Pat Riley.
That's why I got happy when we got Latrell Sprewell. I'm like, wow, Golden State player.
A lot of people hated Latrell, not me. I loved him.
I was like, wait a minute, a Golden State player. I was like, wait a minute, Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway's nice. I'm like, all right, cool. We got a Golden State player. I
thought Latrell was an angel. I thought he was he was an angel. He's a good. He actually is. He's a good dude. Good dude.
I mean, Latrell's a good guy, though. It's just that situation with him,
he did something wrong.
That was bad on that part.
It was bad. Yeah. It was bad. You can't do that. But at the end of the day,
he choked. He put his hand on his throat.
Yeah, it was wrong. It was wrong. We all know it was wrong, but at the end of the day, it was a mistake you can't make. I'm not excusing it. At the end of the day, he was a good citizen here,
He's a
other
good
than
guy.
the boat incident and some other stuff. But overall, though, I'm proud of him, and I'm not condoning his actions. I
He was
just like how he
marvelous in New
played on
York,
the court,
man.
and he does seem like he does some good stuff these
He's a
days
good dude.
for people. So that's
He was a
good.
good guy.
I
He's
wish we
humble.
would have kept.
He's
I wish we
fun.
would have kept him, man.
Yeah, man, that '99 playoff run, phenomenal, man. He you can argue he was our best player during that run. You can argue that. He made some clutch shots, made some big shots, especially Game 5 against the Spurs in '99. Man, he pulled out of his. He played with his butt off, man. Latrell Sprewell, he was great. Allen Houston, underrated. Look, it sucks that we didn't have Pat Ewing in that series. I don't know if we would have been the Spurs, but we'd have had an opportunity. So, those Knicks teams had heart and grit, man. Those Knicks teams were fun, played with heart every night, were very tough, fight for loose balls, and
G
had a
Money, do
never.
you agree with me on that '99 team? He was the most exciting player on that team to watch.
Latrell Sprewell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he
agree.
was.
Thank
Because
you for saying
Sprewell,
that.
he
I
can
appreciate it.
fly, he can hit the three, mid range. In against, and he was marvelous. He had a lot of flaws, but he made clutch baskets and clutch plays when we need him to. If it wasn't for the Spurs double teaming Sprewell that last possession, Sprewell could
Yeah.
have gotten a layup or he could have gotten an easier shot. We probably would have won that game. We would have gone back to Texas for a game 6.
G
Sprewell did his best. Yeah.
Money, you know what I felt like when he was on the court and angry at people? Like I
Mm-hmm.
felt like I was on the court with him. Like he was like playing through me because I'm
Mm-hmm.
angry in my house throwing stuff. So I
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like I felt like he represented the people like us that love it. So I felt like
Mm-hmm.
when he got angry, he was saying, "I got us." So to me, I know
Yes.
that's wrong to say, but when he had those eyes and he dunked that ball in the finals over Jared Jackson, to me, like, and he looked at the crowd, that was like a special moment for me as a child.
Aaron Jackson. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. Julian Blum asked me. So, by the way, I'm 22 years old. By the way, Julian Blum, I'm 22 years old.
Oh wow,
So, yeah.
you got a lot of knowledge for I'm 31, and you
Thanks.
know the game very well, man. I appreciate your takes. You got a lot of good takes every night, and you got
Thanks.
passion for it. How long have you been a Knicks fan? Your whole life?
For my whole life, yes. For my whole life, from the great years, from the tough years, for my whole life, man. What really and my favorite part, other than the '99 year, one of my favorite part being a Knicks fan, Linsanity in
Oh, yeah.
2012. That was
That was
fun,
fun.
man. That was fun.
Where are you from? Where do you live? You live in New York?
Well, yeah, I live in Long Island right
Oh,
now.
nice.
I was born in Brooklyn back in
Okay.
'98. Then we moved to Freeport, Long Island in 2004.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, man, that Linsanity thing, it was a fun while it lasted. It was definitely
It,
that was a special time.
it
That
was
was
great
crazy.
from no disrespect to the late Black Mamba, rest in peace, Kobe. From having to deal with Kobe Bryant, from hitting the game winner against the Raptors, from hitting a crazy shot against the Utah Jazz, from having that big game versus the New Jersey Nets, man. Having that great run, man. That Linsanity was one of the best runs for the New York Knicks, man. It was great. It was fun. It's
It's
like,
because it was so unexpected, like, and it's like you saw it from the beginning to the end, like this
hmm
crazy how it happened. Like it doesn't happen like that in the NBA.
hmm
For me, was I think Porzingis drafting Porzingis, and after Stephen A. Smith was trashing him,
that's
Oh yeah.
true.
that was the best. I mean, for me, I'm like, oh snap! I just think that if I was Phil Jackson, I don't know why he traded Tim Hardaway Jr. in
hmm
that draft. I don't think he should have done that. I think he should have kept Tim Hardaway Jr. With Porzingis, and we would have been on our way.
And we could have had Donovan Mitchell. Don't forget, we could have drafted Donovan Mitchell in
Right,
2018.
right, and then carry on and draft Donovan Mitchell and all that stuff. But like,
Speaking of Donovan Mitchell, his brother on Baylor tonight, he looked good.
Played well, man. His brother played well. Baylor, they
that's
ran
actually his
through.
brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that
Oh.
either. I looked it up. I was like, oh, that's Donovan Mitchell's brother. Is he going to be in the? Is he? I'm curious what year is he, and if he's going to go to the NBA. I mean, he looked good.
I don't know. I'm not a big college basketball fan, but if I have to guess, he might be a junior. That's my guess.
Yeah, good for Baylor. I mean, that's a
Good for him. For Gonzaga, they had a good year, but they just they had a great year, but just that last night, since it's after midnight, they just weren't prepared. And Baylor, they just came out firing, moving the ball well, and they just came out hunger. In my opinion, here's what I believe: the better team does not always win, but the hungrier team always wins. That's what I believe.
yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. It's tough to go undefeated in college. There's nothing Gonzaga should be ashamed about. Baylor just played a better game.
They played
They have.
better. They played harder. It's just that the Zags said it.
I don't think Gonzaga saw a defense like Baylor all year.
That's true. Baylor clogging the paint, moving, spreading out, and their ball movement was phenomenal, man. The Zags, that they were moving the ball well, for most of the season. It's just that, in this game, they kind of, I guess they went through the emotions of the game winner, the Suggs game winner against UCLA, and they just kind of, ran out of gas. I mean, the Zags had a great year, had a great season. It's just that like you said, Spree, it's hard to go undefeated because many teams will go after you. Tell it to
Oh,
the old.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. PBD said that's not his brother. They are not related. Maybe
Oh
I'm
wow.
wrong. I thought I
Yeah,
saw an article that said it. I apologize. I didn't realize that. He's saying that they aren't actually related. My fault. I thought I read something that they were, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, man. So I want to ask you. So what is your favorite Knicks moments? I want to ask you, like one of your favorite Knicks moments.
God of Moses, you want to go ahead or Hoodie
um,
Cat?
my favorite
Mine.
moment.
No, not moment. Like one of your favorites. It's hard to pick in one moment. It's hard.
All
One
right.
of your favorite
What
Knicks moments.
favorite Nick moments? Right. One of my
Moments.
favorite.
One of your favorites. Yeah.
I guess when Porzingis dunked it over LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh,
Like it was a putback dunk. I'm like, whoa, we drafted this guy.
yeah.
That's my whole thing. It's like he's a talented player and he's out there proving himself and he's proving
Mhm.
everybody wrong and this, that, and the third. So he got me going into like, okay, now I'm paying attention to the draft.
You
That's
fly.
when I started paying attention to the draft. I'm like, well, okay, I'm like, who we're gonna draft? So then I started obsessing about the draft. But now that we're winning, you still see people. Well, everybody, to each his own. But now that we're winning, I'm like, I could care less about the draft. I'm like, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Right now, we're winning games, and
The Zinga can fly.
yeah. So
For me, one of my favorite moments, the Carmelo Anthony game against the Chicago Bulls, 2012. ABC, hit clutch shots, 40 plus points,
That
and
was a
couldn't
great
hit.
game.
That was a great
I know
game.
it's him.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. It was amazing. Easter Sunday on ABC. We were down 10 in the fourth quarter and came back and won that game. That he had Melo's that game. His jumper was flowing, made tough shots. Man, and even in my opinion, 2013, that Knicks team in 2013
That
was
was a
fun.
great team.
54 wins, 11 straight. We started off 6-0 that year.
It was a
Also,
fun team, man.
it
Remember
was.
that game at the Spurs that we won? Remember that
Oh
game?
yeah, we were down like double digits in the fourth quarter. Came back and won that game. And
How about the Heat regular season game
oh yeah, man, I remember we blew the Heat out without Melo by 20. Crazy on
on TNT?
TNT.
I remember.
On
Jim,
TNT. Yeah,
here's my thing. Like I agree that the 2012 season was fun, but I felt
2013, 2013.
2013. But I felt like the 2015 team with Melo and Porzingis, like this was a serious team
20.
because
Are you talking about 2016 or 2016?
2016 season.
Yeah,
That season when Porzingis is finally playing, I'm like, wait a minute, Melo's getting help from Porzingis, and
yeah.
wait a minute, this is a serious team now. So you got to take this team seriously because and then that we didn't know how serious Porzingis injury could be. Like we didn't know, like we heard about things, but I'm like, nah, he'll be all right. So at that time, I'm like, wait a minute, if we could get one more piece or two, I said we got a good team.
I mean,
That's a
So
first.
we had a good team that year. We started 22-22. It's like we had depth at the time. Ball moving. Derek Williams was having a great year at the
oh
time.
my goodness, that's
He was
funny.
having an underrated
Okay.
year. Yeah, man. It's just that we started off red hot. It's just in the second half of the year we kind of lost our edge. But to be fair, even though we didn't play great the whole season, that Knicks team really the first 44 games played with heart, grit, and toughness. It's just that sadly we didn't finish the season, well. And personally for me, another um great moment for me, you can say was the Amari Stoudemire span in 2011 when he was going crazy.
That's a fun time. Yeah, I
That
remember.
was. He
That was
said,
he was out of
yeah,
his mind. He broke Willie Nall's record for most consecutive games. I think it was
mhm,
like 30-10 or something. He had like 10. I mean, he was on a tear
facts. He
that
was on a
first
tear.
year.
Yeah, he said, and then I think when he signed the Knicks contract, he said, "Oh, the Knicks are back." He said that, and we were back. We were a surprise team that year. We were in the playoffs. It's just that we traded. We were competing every night. It's just that we traded a lot of guys to get Carmelo Anthony and Chauncey Billups.
So
It was a fun time. Yeah.
So, G Money, I need a favor from you. Same with God of Moses and Hoodie Cap. My
Mhm.
favorite moment, and look, I don't remember the early mid 90s. I was too young. Again, I'm in my early 30s. But the year after we got to the finals, we played the Heat again. We won in 7 games.
Yeah.
I have game 6 on my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, we were down double digits at half. Yeah.
I posted that game. Nobody had that game on YouTube. I posted that full game because I was at that game. To me, that's still today obviously I'm biased because I was at that game. To me, that is still my favorite game. I always will remember because I was there. And I'm telling you, at halftime of that game, the entire Garden crowd, yes, we still believed and we went nuts, but everybody said there's no way they're winning this game.
We were
They
down
didn't
by
have
18 in that game. We were down 18 in that
down
game.
18 in that game. They come back. It's on my YouTube channel, guys. If you forgot how the Ewing putbacks can be Spreewell in that
Mhm.
second half. If you want to have a fun 2.5 hours this weekend, watch that game and you'll thank me later.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yes, sir. That, like I said, that Knicks team back then had guts, heart, grit. It's just that due to either Reggie Miller or Michael Jordan or Hakeem Olajuwon or Tim Duncan, we never got it done. But for the most part, I appreciated that Knicks team, loved that team because they competed every single night, man. I'm a true Knicks fan to the day I die. I bleed orange and blue. It's just that, the thing with people who think I'm this pessimist Knicks fan, which is
I don't think you are.
ridiculous.
I don't think you are. I
I
think
don't.
you're.
Like,
I get upset too, like because I get called a hate or something. Like at the end of the day, we're all Knicks fans, but like it's okay
exactly.
to be critical if it's warranted.
Exactly. That's what keep
At the
that's
end
what,
of the day, you want to do
mhm,
what's best for the team. So,
mhm.
you as G Money, you calling out that this guy doesn't have a good night, as long as you're being fair about it.
And
Like
I'm
some
being and I'm
people,
being fair.
yeah. I mean, I was really harsh on RJ, and maybe I was trying to be too extreme just to prove the point that RJ hadn't arrived yet. And then I was
Mhm,
so proud of him, and I was
mhm.
praising him
Me
every
too.
night because he was doing it. He was
And he's
doing. He
doing
was changing. So
exactly.
I know I get called a. And my channel, Julian Blum, you want to know what it is? It's called Latrell Sprewell is the American Dream. Latrell Sprewell is the American Dream. Go check it out. I appreciate your support. I'm doing it for free, by the way. I'm not trying to make any money. It's just for you guys because we celebrate together as fans. But G Money, what I
Yep.
was just saying is early in the season, everyone thinks I'm an RJ Barrett hater. I'm
Which
not.
is crazy. You're
I
not. I
just
know.
want to
You're
see
just being
him.
objective.
I just want to see him get to that level, which he's now starting to. And
Hmm.
he's a young player. I was
Yes,
harsh because I can be harsh sometimes, but it's
that's
nothing
true.
personal.
I mean, you're fine. You guys know your basketball. I love you guys. You guys know your basketball. It's
I
like
appreciate
I know you're just being objective because the thing with people, they think I'm this pessimist Knicks fan, which I'm not. Because here's the thing: yes, we play hard and we play tough every night. That is true. I appreciate what this team has done all year. After last year's debacle, this team's won 25 games this year. But at the same time, like you said, Sprig, we have to call the flaws that we see on the team. Like me saying that we choked versus the Nets that were injured. That's not hate. Those are facts, though. Yes, we. It's like the problem with people who think I'm this quote unquote hater, which is ridiculous, they act like I never given this team credit. I gave this team credit when they won and when they play hard against great teams. But when I see mistakes on the court, I'm going to tell you what's going on in the game. At the end of the day, people could call me a hater as much as they want, and I don't respect the opinion, and I don't really give a flying, you know what? But at the end of the day, I just learned to not let the criticism of others bother me and learn to live my life for myself and for God and try to improve myself. What I'm trying to say is I got to speak the truth about this Knicks team. Have we been a surprise team? Yes, we have. Many people, including myself this year, didn't think the Knicks were going to have a shot to make the playoffs because the East was improving, and I didn't know how this situation was going to work. But so far, I know so far we've been fighting for the playoffs. They've been a surprise team that hustles every night. But at the same time, I got to be honest. We have some work to do. The season's not over. There's 21 more games to go. It's not going to get easy making the playoffs. It ain't going to get easy. Indiana, they're only a game and a half behind New York right now. We're a half game behind Boston. I think we're a game and a half behind Miami and Atlanta. And I think we're a game behind Charlotte. It ain't going to get easy. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's not hate. It's all love. I love and respect the passion that Randall, RJ, and the rest of the crew have brought all season. Because they're
So
very fun. You go ahead.
I'm just going to make a quick prediction on the season really quick because I kind of feel like I know how this is going to play out. I could be wrong, and maybe the Knicks will surprise me. I think the most realistic scenario, looking at the schedule, honestly, is I think we're going to finish. So we're not going to get a top 6 seed. I could be wrong. We're not. I think we're going to be somewhere between 7 to 10. And that's fine. I mean, obviously, I don't want to be in the play-on game, but to me, as long as we make the playoffs and get the experience, that's you can't ask for more than that from this team. We're not there yet. That's why I know we live and die with this team, and this has been fun. It's been unexpected, and we shouldn't just accept it. I know, obviously, tanking is out of the question. Those folks will have. I can't agree with that. It's just my whole thing is right now. I don't think. I know we're fighting hard. We want to get a top 6 seed, and we still can. It's possible.
We still could. Charlotte might drop off. No, Gordon
Our
Hayward.
schedule is tough. Our schedule is very difficult.
It is tough, but it's not impossible. Oh, go ahead, Raph.
G-Money, I don't know where that narrative is coming from between you guys. Like, from what I know you guys, I didn't know you guys to be pessimistic.
I'm not. We're not.
I mean,
I'm not, but
I
get called an RJ Barrett hater.
And some guy called me a Knicks hater. Like, what?
Okay, I hear you, man. I hear maybe sometimes, but I don't. But I just want to clarify. Like, that's for people to call you that, guys. That's news to me because I'm trying to figure out where is it coming from. Okay, so just let me just say that out there. Put that out there. And my for me, like, it's one thing to be pessimistic. It's another thing to say, you know what? We should look to lose, and we should look to be in we should only care about college games and be in the draft. And that's a huge cult. Like, that's not a. If you go to Twitter, like, that's a huge. That's I don't want to say it's a huge. That's a lot of that's pretty popular. A lot of people don't really care about this season like that. Like, they're happy a little bit, but they wish that there was more in the lottery and being in the draft. So that's when it's bad. I'm like, I could deal with criticism if you have a valid point.
That's
great. You know, if you have points. Some people don't even have. Some people don't even have a point. They just be like saying random stuff, and I'm like,
why? I'll make this quick point. I'm sorry, Raph. This is why I keep telling people: just because you have an opinion, this is what I believe. This is just what I'm thinking. You may disagree with what I'm going to say, but you got to understand what I'm saying. I can respect your right to say and have an opinion, but if your perspective and opinion has no logic, it has a lot of bias, it's not based on facts, and logic, and you're not using data and evidence to back up what you're saying, as a listener, I don't have to honor and respect the opinion itself. Here's an example what I'm talking about, right? If somebody told me that Julius Randle has not had an all-star type year, I don't have to respect the opinion because they have not watched the Knicks all year. I still respect the individual because maybe they're a nice person, and I can respect their right to have an opinion. But if the
You don't have to take
opinion,
that opinion seriously because
that's
you've
what I'm
seen him every
saying.
night.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't have to respect and honor the opinion, and I don't have to take it seriously. People need to understand this. I'm not saying we have to be quick to judge. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that if you want people to take your opinion seriously and consider what you're saying, be honest, know what you're talking about, and you have to talk with logic and honesty. And I understand we don't have to agree. That's totally fine. I understand we don't have to force our opinions on others, but at the same time, don't force me to respect your opinion because it's what you're saying. All right? Give me a logical reason. Let me hear your points and I be the judge. Because here's the thing, what I try to do is that I speak my points to people and I let people be the judge because you're the listener. It's
Sure.
like it's like
At the end of the
opinions.
day,
Go
opinions
ahead, go
are
ahead.
opinions. At the end of the day, you have certain opinions that you feel strongly about.
right.
Some I agree with, some I disagree. At the end of the day, it's your opinion. I respect people's opinions that some people don't watch the games. We all have friends that don't watch the games that just look at numbers to go with their arguments. I
Uh-huh.
value people that look at the numbers and also watch the games.
So
That's the
you
people
value
who I
opinions that make sense that backs up. Like you said, you value opinions that's based on people watching the games, not just looking at the box score, right?
right.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
I have friends that they don't watch the Knicks every night, but they just look at the numbers and they make
And those
conclusions.
opinions I don't honor and respect because it's like, yeah, it's your opinion, and I'm fine with you having an opinion, but it's like if you want people to take what you're saying seriously, know what you're talking about. The problem with this generation today is this: many people are insecure. Okay, here's the craziness: if you don't care what people think, you don't respect what they think. Okay? And if you don't care what people think, then why does it matter they respect your opinion or not? Key word. If a person is depending on the argument, all right, if they're disrespecting the opinion, are they disrespecting you as a person? No, because opinions don't define people. Okay, it's actions and personality. Okay,
I
I
agree.
am I am fine with people speaking their mind. I'm fine with that. But if you want, if the speaker, I can say, wants somebody to take their opinion seriously and not criticize or question it, and know what you are talking about. Don't talk with bias. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
I'll just say this to your point. Look,
That's a good point, though. I gotta
I'm
give
gonna
him credit. I gotta give him
go
credit.
ahead,
That's a
Rob.
good opinion. That's a quick. I'll just chime in. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Opinions don't define people. Actions
Exactly.
do. And what was
And
another thing?
personality.
And personality. That's a good one, man. Carry on.
That's what I
Carry on.
keep telling people, but they don't get it, man. Some
I'll
people
just
don't. Yeah.
my whole thing is I'll be on. This is how I do it. Okay, I like certain players over others. The
Yeah.
reason I mean, like we all, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's certain guys in football and basketball. They're my kind of guy. Spreewell is my kind of guy. Was he
Mm-hmm.
the best player in the world? No.
No.
Do I hype him up as the best? To me, he's the best player in the world. For me, but he's not. I'm realistic about it. He was an all-star type player. He was a 4-time all-star. He's my guy. We all pick favorites. We all have our favorites. Some people don't. Some people, I know fans that they just root for the team. They don't like any type of criticism. You always have to be very optimistic, and
That's the
that's cool.
problem with some fans.
That's how they
Mm.
do it. I'm the type of fan where, look, I try to be optimistic, but I just call it the way I see it, based on how you play.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's not the greatest way to do it. Obviously, I want my kid. I'm gonna when I have kids, I got to be optimistic. But I'm more of a crazy fan. I'm still young. I'm not. When I get up there in age, maybe I won't need to enter rehab in these therapy sessions with you guys, and I can be just a normal fan, like a normal person in society that just watches the game and doesn't have emotion and just is happy to watch it. I'm not one of those people. So I'll just say this, G Money. I think for me personally, yes, there's certain guys I pick over others, but I'm just somebody. I think you have to, number one, the people that I respect the most. I respect everybody's opinion because we all care about it.
I mean,
But the
that's your
bottom line
choice.
is,
That's your choice.
yeah. But well, I respect everybody's opinion. I don't believe everybody has a right to an opinion, though. To your point, some people that
No,
if you
no,
don't,
no. Everybody has a right to an opinion. No.
well,
No.
here's no, hold on, just 1 second. The
Okay.
only people I say that for is people that don't watch the games, that try to give me analysis on players that when I clearly watch the games, people that are trying to make crazy arguments just for the sake of getting a rise out of me. I don't value that. I don't value that, and because I know certain people that do that all the time to try to get a rise out of me. I can't value those people's opinions. But for the most part, as long as you're at the end of the day, we can disagree. As long as you're giving me points on why you feel differently the other way, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Exactly. Like I said, we gotta talk with logic and honesty. Like again, I am not mad at people speaking their. I'm not mad at that. It's the logic I'm hearing. It's the reasoning I'm hearing. It's the honesty. That's all I'm saying. As the old saying goes, everyone has everyone has a right to an opinion, but no one has to listen to it. Meaning that yes, we can speak our minds. That's totally fine. But if you're, depending on the argument, if the perspective is very stupid, the listener doesn't have to honor and respect and value what you said. It's not disrespecting to the individual, because again, I still respect many people anyway. Because again,
Guys,
yeah,
I love you. I love y'all. I want y'all to know that, right? But this is turning into the view.
sorry, because I
The
like giving
live
advice.
chat is dead. I love you guys, but we are
My
not
Barbara
big on
Walters here.
entertainment at 1:40 at night.
Because even though I love sports, I love giving. Even though I love sports, I love giving advice too. At the same time.
That's wonderful, and you should do that. I'm just saying, here to put on the show, and we are not giving the people a show.
Oh,
You know,
sorry. Oh, okay.
I'll just say this to Hoodie Kev, going back to the Knicks just really quick.
Mhm.
Hoodie Kev, I will say this. I'm a fan of yours. I'm a big fan. We do, just speaking on this topic of disagreements, we don't always see eye to eye on certain things. But I will say this: you're very entertaining, and I think I think I bring some value here. My only issue is I also think Knox should get minutes because I also think he's done some nice things. My only issue here is I think that Bullock tonight
Well,
he
last
didn't
night.
show he last night. Sorry, he didn't show up in the second half. I think
Yeah,
it's
he
a
did.
fair point to raise.
Agree.
I'm never going to disagree with you on that. My whole issue is I don't expect Bullock to give us 20 points a night. So I felt like I needed to be a little bit more lenient. And on the load, he's lower down on the list on the people I blame for this one. But that's just me. That's my opinion. But I love him. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, good point, Spree.
I think by now it's well documented how I feel. I mean, well documented at this point. I have a dream.
Oh boy.
I have a dream. That dream is so realistic, and it could happen. There's people standing in the way of my dream. And until they get out of my way, I will not rest until they are gone. Not rest at all. I believe the keys to a championship lie in the hands of RJ Barrett and Kevin Knox. And it may not happen overnight. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen next week, next month. The keys.
Okay.
They are going to be, huh?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
They are going to be the core of this team. They are going to be the ones that lift us up.
I agree with RJ. Go ahead. Okay. What in the world? That's on your phone?
Yes, it
What
is.
is that?
Actually,
That's your background? Hold on. Show me that again. Show the chat that again. That's your phone cover? Okay.
Don't.
you see it.
Don't.
You see it.
Oh, good
Okay,
grief.
you're
You
absolutely.
see it.
Lord.
And want to take a good look.
You're absolutely.
That is my dream. It will happen. And I'm not saying, thank you, Julian Blum. You also see the truth. Here's the thing, right? When I showed that picture to Freezy, and I'm not saying they're going to be the next Jordan and Pippen. That's not what that picture is telling. What I want them to be is to play the roles of Jordan and Pippen on this team. Does that make sense?
No.
As in, they don't have to be the greatest duo of all time, right? But I need them to be a great duo, a great wing guard combo, because they can. Because their talents, their pure talents, align with each other and synchronize perfectly.
Which one is Jordan? Which one is Jordan and which one is Pippen?
Which one's, yeah.
I mean, if there had to be a role, I guess RJ would be the Jordan role. I guess. Because RJ is the alpha.
Mhm.
And RJ needs Kevin just like Kevin needs RJ. And together they will carry this team to a championship. Once they grow and they both reach their full potential, it's going to be a beautiful thing.
I almost got thrown off the show for saying Burks was MJ for a few minutes, but
Nah, Burks can shoot, but let's relax. He ain't the go.
I'm
He ain't
kidding,
the
man.
go.
I'm not saying
No.
RJ Barrett is going to be the next Michael Jordan. That's not
Okay.
what I'm saying. Let's make that
Thank God.
perfectly clear. I'm not saying
Gotcha.
Kevin Knox is the next Scottie Pippen. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm
I know what
saying
you're
is
saying.
I need them to be a great forward guard combo tandem, like Tatum and Brown.
Yeah, that's a better. I mean, possible. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's possible. Personally, for me, I think Randall and RJ is gonna be our future. That's what I believe personally.
I don't think
So,
Randall's going to be here that long. I personally don't.
Really?
I
Yes.
How
mean,
long do you think he's going to be here?
It depends what Leon Rose can get for him this offseason.
I would not trade Randall right now. I'll keep Randall.
If he doesn't get what I feel, because here's the thing. I saw today a general manager who has no ties to a player get rid of a player
Mm-hmm.
to bring in his guy. Even though I completely disagree with that decision, and millions of other people do as well. Leon Rose has absolutely no ties to Julius Randle whatsoever. Leon Rose tried to trade Julius Randle already, not knowing that Julius Randle was going to have this great season. He's having a very, very good season.
Okay.
But let's not fool each other and by saying you can get a big commodity with Julius moving forward.
Why would I want to trade a guy that's playing like a top 25 player in the league?
Maybe you can get a guy, maybe having a top 25 player, you can flip that into having a top 10 player.
How would we do that?
I don't know, but did I ever think that Karis LeVert would turn into James Harden?
I'm just saying. I think. I mean, that's your. I respect your opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong for that. The fact your point is well taken. That yes, we were trying to trade Randall before the season. We didn't. Leon didn't know he was going to be this, but now that Randall has shown he's this, I don't necessarily agree with your take that he's going to get traded this offseason. But that's just me. I don't know who is available. To be fair, though.
Yeah, that's true. I don't see Randall getting traded though. Unless I personally, if I were the Knicks, I would try to keep Randall. I know. He has some defensive issues, but he's a better shooter now compared to where he was in the past. He's a better passer. He can rebound, and he's been our best player up to this point. Though he's been arguably our most consistent player up to this point.
Listen,
Unless it's a huge trade or something, I don't see Randall going anywhere. I don't see it.
if I can get Carl Anthony Towns,
Uh,
and it's going to cost me Julius Randle, you can sign me up for Carl Anthony Towns.
I like Carl
Yeah,
Anthony Towns, but one, he's injury prone, and two, no, Towns is a good player.
Is Randall younger than Towns or no?
No, Towns is younger.
I think Towns.
I think
No,
Towns is like 23 or 24.
Let me
23 or
check.
24. But here's the thing. Carl Anthony Towns.
Cat is 25 actually.
Oh, 25. Here's the thing. Carl Anthony Towns is special.
Isn't he a free agent soon?
No, he just signed. He has
Randall's
like 3 or 4 more
26.
years.
Okay.
But Carl
So
Anthony
the only way
Towns,
we can get him is through trade, you're saying?
Carl Anthony Towns is special. Like, he is a special talent.
I'm not
Julius Randle is a good player.
He is a special talent, yes.
He's a good player.
I agree.
I'd rather have a special talent than a good player.
I love Carl Anthony Towns on my team. I'd like to have both of them here.
True, exactly. Don't get me wrong. Cat's a big player. He can shoot, but here's the thing with Cat: he's injury prone, and he's not a good defender. And again, Cat is a good player. He's a good player, but I'm sorry.
Why must we say that he's not a good defender? What is
It's
a good defender?
true.
Is Julius Randle a good defender?
I mean,
No,
he may not be a great, but he shows more effort than Cat. I can tell you that now.
I mean, he's improved, but he's not a great defender. Randall's not a great defender.
I mean, Randall's not a great defender either. He's not. I'm not saying he is, but what I'm saying is that Randall shows more effort than Cat when it comes to his defense. Again, I'm not bashing Towns. I'm not. But what I'm saying is that I got to be honest with when I'm seeing the game. There is a reason why the Wolves continue to stink. I'm not saying it's all his fault. I'm not saying that.
Sure.
But Towns is a part of the problem.
Yeah, I mean, the Jimmy Butler thing, cheap money.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I value what happened in that. I mean, I'll say this: Tibbs knows more than all of us about what happened in that situation.
Then why does Tibbs all on board, from my understanding, of a reunion with Carl Anthony Towns?
Oh, if that's the case, then I'm for it. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know if that's.
I
The
would
case.
love to
If he
get
is,
Cat to get here, but I want to keep Randall. That's why I don't want to lose our best player to this. Because Julius Randle, yes, he has a lot of flaws, but Julius Randle has been our best and most consistent player, and he's been available. That's another thing. Cat is injury prone. At least Randall is available when you need him to. He's only missed one game. Cat missed most part of the season because of COVID or something going on.
How many superstars are injury prone that I would still take them any day of the week?
Kevin Durant.
Oh yeah, I take Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant by far. Yeah.
Who else?
We can go down the list of injury prone players.
You could like Kyrie Irving.
Anthony Davis has been injury prone his whole career. I take Anthony Davis all day.
Oh
I
yeah,
take Joel Embiid all day.
I agree.
How many of you? Oh, he's injury played. Okay, a lot of superstars are injury played.
You're comparing Cat to those guys, like really?
I can compare Cat to Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I think you can. I mean, Joel.
Okay, fine. You can compare him to Embiid. Okay, that I'll give it a but to AD, KD, Kyrie. Don't do that. Don't compare Cat to those guys. No, man.
Why can't I compare Cat?
One,
like
at least
Anthony
those
Davis?
Guys play. All right.
Because
Here's
Anthony Davis
another
has the
thing.
luxury of playing with LeBron James and did absolutely nothing in his career before he played with LeBron James.
Let's
I'm pretty
look
sure
at
if
Kyrie.
LeBron James
Let's
played with
look at
Carl Anthony
Kyrie's career
Towns,
in the test.
I'm pretty sure if Carl Anthony Towns played with LeBron James, he'd be in the same discussion as Anthony Davis.
Okay, let's compare. Let's look at AD's career in the context. He was on a bad situation in New Orleans. Okay,
It seems like Carl Anthony Towns is in a bad situation in Minnesota.
Listen, but at least AD has shown he can get to the playoffs without LeBron and win a playoff series. It's true. AD and Drew Holiday.
Who did he play?
The Portland,
Pelicans. And they play.
the Portland Failblazers. That's what I
Yeah,
call them.
they
They
They play
play
played the
Portland.
Failblazers.
who's been to a conference finals. So the one time that Carl Anthony Towns been to the playoffs, who did they play?
The Houston Rockets lost in 5.
And Houston went to the conference finals that year, didn't
Uh-huh.
they? Okay.
But here's
Continue.
the thing. Okay, but here's the thing. I'm not saying AD is perfect. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is
Well,
that
he's much better defensively.
he's much better defensively, and he has shown he can lead the team further than Towns. Those are facts, though. Those are facts.
Against a lesser team.
Okay.
I think offensively it's close. I just think defensively.
Offensively, it's close. I think Towns is a better 3-point shooter. Mid-range is kind of subjective. AD is more athletic, let's be honest. And
I mean, he's a power forward compared to a center. Of course, he's supposed to be more athletic.
AD was the best defensive player in the league last year.
It's true.
So
and AD was.
I'm not comparing. Listen, I'm not saying that Karl Anthony Towns is better than Anthony Davis. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, let's not make it seem like Karl Anthony Towns is some kind of scrub because he's
I
not
never said he was a scrub. Don't put words in my mouth.
Davis.
Towns is probably around the top 12, top 10 type player around there, something like that.
Okay. And also, I'm not trying to push buttons, but G-Man kind of wants the link. Just want to throw it out
He's
there.
in the back, but Freezy is the only one. Oh, there's Freezy right there.
Okay.
Speak of the devil, and he will show up.
I mean, I'm not forcing anybody. I'm just saying.
Gentlemen, I gotta bounce. I'm getting the vaccine tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys all get it soon.
No, I'm not touching that thing. I would not get it, man.
Well, I gotta get it, but I love you, and Rob, you're the man.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace out, man.
Take it easy, Spree.
Say less, Spree. Stay safe.
Rob, my man, what's going on?
What's up? Finished trashing Bullock?
Never. Never that.
Man, you was trashing him.
Was G-Man still in the back? Hold on, let me put this back in there and see. He won the link, so I don't know if he's in there or not. Okay, there it is.
Salute, man. How you doing, man?
So hopefully Freezy
Salute.
gets this. What was I about to say? But yeah, I'm just saying, I'd take Karl Anthony Towns any day because there's something special about that kid.
I mean, I like Cat, man, but I love Cat, but I'm sorry, man. He's a good player. Cat's a good player, all right? But his problem sometimes is heart, okay? Sometimes he doesn't have heart. I'm not saying he's a scrub. That's not what I said. He's a good player, but I'm not going to act like he's a superstar. He's not, all right? He's an all-star at best, all right? That's what I'm saying. I would love to get Cat if we had an opportunity to keep Julius Randle.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
If I got to pick between the two, I'm picking Karl Anthony Towns.
No, I look to have both. That's a good combination. Towns and Randall.
Yeah,
that's
with RJ. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you would want them because you would be sacrificing one piece for another piece, and you still be in the same situation
and giving up draft picks too.
Draft picks. You might get rid of Mitch.
Because what Leon Rose is doing. Leon Rose said,
I wait for him to be a free agent.
If I'm Leon Rose,
that's true,
right? If I'm Leon
glad you're
Rose,
not.
I'm thinking I got to get time for my boy to play, which means I got to get the guy ahead of him out of his way. Then, if I do that, I can substitute one all-star for another all-star and can still get my boy to play.
Well, see, that's all on how you figure him to be. Everybody don't look at Towns like you.
It's true. I mean, Towns is a good player. Don't get me wrong.
All like you. Mm-hmm. You know, that's how you envision them. You know, to somebody else's. You know, they always say, somebody else's treasure, somebody else's trash.
My whole thing is with Towns. My whole thing with Towns is if you get Towns and with Julius Randle, And the way this team is primarily focused on grabbing rebounds.
Hmm.
This team is very big on crashing the boards, playing defense.
They
True.
And
wasn't big on crashing the boards today.
great point, Rob.
That's
But
true.
but you know how many games more we would win just of that alone, defense and crashing boards,
This team will probably be above 500 right now,
easily.
easily. If you
Hey,
put
look,
Towns in this game against Brooklyn, the other game against Brooklyn, the Miami games, the Philly games, this team will be better.
I look at it from a perspective like this here.
And
This
that
is
he could
year
shoot the
one.
three.
He can
Sorry.
shoot the three, and he can bang it a little bit in the post.
Hmm.
You know, I think as us as Knicks fans, we're reaching this year one with Leon Rose. Year one. If he
Mhm.
come here in year one and he put you in the playoff runs, just be quiet and roll with it. That's it. It's too
No,
much.
I'm
It's
appreciative.
too much crying going around in year one. It's too much
What are we crying
expectations.
about?
A lot of people are crying about. People are now crying about plays. That's how much it. That's how much. That's how much it done turned to. People are crying about people's play. Like somebody give you a first half, then they crying that they didn't get the second half.
He's G
You
Money.
know?
He's talking about Reggie Bullock. He was talking about Reggie Bullock
Oh, I'm
being
not
great in
even
the
really
first
Oh,
talking.
half and being
I'm not
terrible in
really
the second
talking
oh
about
half.
Reggie
yeah,
Bullock. I'm not. I'm just saying, not just on this platform, on all platforms, people are after every game, after every loss, everybody feels as though that they have to tear down a player for that loss, but not accept the loss and move on to the next game.
you have a
Somebody has
point
to be
though.
tore down every night.
You have a point though. There are some people out there who blame one guy for everything. You have a point, man. I always say it's a team game. One guy doesn't cost you a game. It's a team game.
I agree with Rob, man. And lately I
It's
have
like
to like on
it's
Twitter.
crazy. Like
You go on Twitter, man. It's just like I gotta mute my. I have to start using that mute button because I'm like, I can't deal with it. This is a 50 right now. We have a 50-50 chance to win any game. In
look, check
Yes.
front
this out. Look, check this out. Rose missed 5 straight shots in the fourth quarter. Peyton was 2 for
True.
2 in the fourth quarter. Guess who got tore down? Peyton. Nobody said nothing about
I
Rose.
mean, Derrick Rose. I forgot. Oh yeah, Derrick Rose was terrible. Rose was terrible in the second half, and Rose can. Look, Derrick Rose is a good player, but sometimes, man, his decision making sometimes is off. Sometimes, man. You have a point, man. Derrick Rose deserves some blame for this loss. I'm sorry. Yes, he has 16 points, but you gotta use context with that.
He had
In the first,
15 in he had 15 in the first half, but nobody said
exactly,
nobody said
exactly.
nothing about that. In 5 straight misses, but Bullock didn't touch the ball like that. Derrick
Mm-hmm.
Rose had 5 straight in the lane shots, missed every one.
Mm-hmm.
and Rob, to your point, Rob. At the end of the day, however tough the loss can be, we have a 50-50 chance to win the next game tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow, yeah,
That's
because we
all
gotta
that
go to
matters.
Boston.
yeah, you got to
And
move
if
on
we
to
win,
the.
and we win that game, we can leapfrog in the standings, and we gotta get some help too at the same time, man. All we have to do is handle our business, and we should be good. Yeah,
Look, it's 20. What we got right now? We got what?
51 games, 21 games to go.
We got 21 games left right now. I'm not putting myself in playoff mode all the way to the end of the season. I'm not going through all that anxiety. See where we at with about 10 games left, and then see where we
That's a good
standing
point.
at.
But
I ain't getting ready to kill myself every Nick game go on, and you got to
mm,
worry about this right now. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna
But at
watch
the
the
same
game.
time, people do have a right to vent, though. At the same time,
Yeah,
people
but
do
they
have a right
vent
to vent.
every game.
Well,
Every
that's their
game.
choice. So
Yeah,
you
but that's
don't.
what I'm saying. It's like you're winding now. It's
mm,
not. You're not venting. Venting is once a week. You're winding now. Whining
whining.
about players that's
Yeah.
not playing. You're whining about who misses shot. Like people are shooting 100 for 100 is in the
Well,
game.
hey Rob, to your point, my worst one is, hey, let's sit down everybody and let's just play the rooks. That's the one that I'm like, why are we gonna quit trying to win games and let's just
That's
tank?
what I'm saying. I hate the tanking nonsense.
Oh
Do
my
people
goodness.
understand
But why
tanking
do you
won't
feel
solve
like you would
wounds?
lose if you play them? because obviously you're losing with the people that you're playing right now.
No, you're
who are
not.
making
You're
I'd rather
500.
make the playoffs and get
You don't-
destroyed in the first round than
But
take the
why
pick
do you
Hold up.
feel
for
like
players.
if you played Frank or Obi Moore or Knox that you'd lose anything more than
Because
what
they
you have now?
inexperienced. They inexperienced on the defensive end. If you really want to know why,
Oh, so
What-
yeah,
where they
because
where they
Because
where they score.
the players are playing ahead of them, they're just killing it out there, aren't they?
No, they're 500. They 50-50. They showed
They're under
that.
500.
Okay,
under
today they
500.
are. Tomorrow we'll be having another conversation.
I mean,
I can't bet into the perfect opportunity.
You gotta
right
win the
Yeah.
ball.
now,
You gotta win the
they're under
ball.
500.
Basically, they've been a 500 team all year long.
And I feel like,
And
the funny thing is this: it's not even. It's to me, it's not even the veterans, right? It's really not. It's how they're used. It's Tom Thibodeau in games. He doesn't have the pulse of the team. He doesn't have the feel of the players that are on the court to make the proper adjustments to put them in positions to win some of these games they've
See you later,
lost.
everybody. Good night.
Hey, look, my coach when we played ball was like this here. He had a starting lineup. He had a backup. Then he had the subs. If you wasn't a starter, you was a sub all season. That's what it was. The starters played. We made that role in practice when we in tryouts. He said, "Okay, he's a starter. He's a starter. He might get better. He might move up." But it's really hard that you're going to move a starter. See, this is not your boy Fizdale with a lineup that people they really got happy up in the lineup. Every time they get mad and they vent on them or they vent in the newspaper, Fizdale changed the lineup. No, this is Fizdale. This ain't even got nothing to do with you. Fizdale will change the lineup. Soon as with the sports writer say somebody need to play and then they boo him in the garden, Fizdale put the guy right in. He don't care. He'll put him right in to appease the fans. But it takes heart to stand up to the fans and say, look, this is not what we're going to do. We're going to play this lineup. This is who we picked as starters.
And everybody's happy about it.
Win or lose.
It's not even the starters. You can't go into the okay. If I'm in the fourth quarter, and I know this player does not have it.
I know
this
that.
player. I can see with my own eyes. This player does not have it. I don't care.
I don't
about
know
the fans. If I'm trying to win the game, I'm going to take this player out because I know he does not have it. That has nothing to do with whether you're a starter or not.
That was the same thing they could have said about Burke today. He came in there and he landed the three. Oh, but all game it looked like he didn't have it. But he tied the game up. So therefore, you can't say who you think don't have it. You play the hand that you're dealt. Now you can go up there.
You don't believe in adjustments whatsoever. You're just going out there with the people just going out there, right? You don't believe in making adjustments.
Hey, look here. I'll make adjustments as I go on. I put Burke back in the game, didn't I? That was an adjustment. He wasn't playing the whole fourth quarter. He got put back in the game. And he hit a big shot. So therefore, I look at that point as though, okay, but if I already done evaluated my team and I know what this team is going to give me, I know this, and this is what I'm banking my job on. I'm not banking my job on what the fans think of what this. This is what I seen in practice. This is what I see them all day long doing. This is what I see, and this is what I'm going to play. Now, if somebody is doing something that I think can help us at the end, because in that last play, he did install quickly back in the game. So therefore, that was an adjustment for the end of the game. Yes, Randall missed the shot. Yeah, he missed the shot. So what? Next game. Next game. Next game up. I'm not going to sit up there and just.
I need a drink.
Oh, my boy did this, he did that in the third, and the sky's falling. Nope. We're a 500 team right now, and that's what we were supposed to be, and that's the best we can help to be in the beginning of the season.
That's a winning season now, to me. That's a winning season to me, to your point, Rob.
Yeah. They getting too thirsty. They putting the cart before the horse. The talent is not there. The development is not there. Nothing is there.
The development is not. You hit it on the money, Rob. The development is not there yet.
That's right. It's coming along. Obi is looking better every game.
Mhm.
It's coming along slowly. I see it, but okay.
Obi
I
looked good
can take
today.
it.
Obi's yeah.
We battled him all the way down. Look, Kyrie, you look at Kyrie like this here. Kyrie been playing like he ain't even been playing the whole season. So Randall been playing every game pretty much for us, every game. So you come to this point down in the season, Kyrie might have a little bit more right now than Randall has right now due to the wear and tear. But we need Randall to play like this here. This guy can lean on Harden. He gonna be able to lean on Durant. You know what I'm saying? Carroll. And then right now we're just putting our foot in the ring and we battle Brooklyn every game.
LaMarcus Aldridge, Jeff
Yeah.
Green. I mean, that's it. They got weapons on top of weapons.
Yeah, they
I
stacked.
mean, and today, Alize Johnson out of nowhere was crashing these boards. And
Hey, look, you know who's the worst player? Somebody that's not in the scouting report that just shows up. You don't know what to expect from him.
And they were playing playoff basketball.
And look, in every game we played Brooklyn, we always had to deal with that X factor. Somebody who they just put on the team that you don't know nothing about.
We talked about the Brooklyn the whole day for 2 days, and I don't remember anybody in my recollection talking about Jeff Green. And this guy, the second time that's beaten us, and I'm like,
yeah,
but they just picked up LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin.
Yeah,
like you said, man, it's on to the next game.
On to the next game. Like this player did this player did that, and man, it get old. Okay, he didn't have his best. He contributed in the first half. At the end of the day, in real basketball, your close is closed. It wasn't supposed to be on Bullock to close the game, even though he did score 2 points in the fourth quarter. But it's not up to him to close the game. That's him. That's Randall or RJ for right now. You know, and that's just what it is right now. Nothing else.
That's the leaders of the team. The leaders of the team are supposed to score at the fourth quarter. Julius Randle, RJ Barrett.
Yeah. So, you know, if they sit down Randle right now and they just say, okay, well, they sit down Randle for a couple games. They sit down Randle 5 games. It's going to be hard.
I can't afford it.
You know, it's going to be real hard. It's going to be real hard. They sit down him for, but if that's the vision right there, as long as they playing hard, wherever they land, I'm fine with. Wherever they land.
Reggie Bullock today, man. I can't believe Reggie Bullock is outscoring RJ Barrett. I can't believe he's playing that kind of basketball.
No, he didn't outscore him today.
I know he did at the Detroit game. I thought he didn't. I mean, he had 22. How many?
RJ Barrett was something about like 9 for 13. He had about 22 too.
Okay, but it's looking like he's so efficient at it. Like he's 5 for 10 from 3, and
yeah, your man RJ was 9 for 4. RJ hit 4 straight threes.
Yeah, he was cooking. I heard he was cooking.
RJ was cooking today. It wasn't no problem with RJ. It was like down the stretch. You know, missed that Rose. Rose was a key part because he missed 5 straight.
But I really like that from the team though, Rob. Reggie Bullock cooking in the first half, RJ Bullock and RJ cooking in the second half. That's a good coach strategy. That's good strategizing.
Yeah, but it's one thing about Brooklyn. You can score against them. You can score against them because they got a mindset that they're gonna outscore you, and that might cost them in the playoffs. Because I tell you, just like this here, what G Money was saying, he forgot one person on Milwaukee that he didn't even talk about when I was hearing him talk. He didn't say nothing about PJ Tucker.
Yo, I forgot they even got him.
Yep, and that's defense right there against any power forward right there. He gonna cause problems. He's gonna cause problems on the defensive end. And then you know they got Bobby Portis for the 3. They got a nice that PJ Tucker signing in the playoffs is gonna play dividends.
Here's my question: 500 basketball, the Knicks a playoff team?
Maybe they'll be in the 10. You'll be in the 10. But anything between 10 and 8, you might be in the 10 to 8, 500.
So 30. So let's just say the Knicks, because it's a 72 game season, 36 and 36 is what's looking like it's going to be the Knicks record.
If the Knicks can wrap up 40 games, they'll be in the 5th seed. I think if they can wrap up 40 wins, they'll be in the 5th seed. You know, and it's possible for them to do that. It's possible for them they got 25 right now, 35-15. I'm saying no, that fifth seed might be 36-36. That fifth seed might be 36-36. 2 games over get you in that 10 seed somewhere around there because you know you look at Chicago gonna probably make a little push. The Hornets are gonna be up and down because now they got old boy out the game too. He done got hurt. They got Mel and they got I think what's the other Graham. I think he done I think they said Graham was hurt too. So now I know Hayward is hurt. So you know you'll look for them to slip a little bit too. Atlanta is getting stronger, so they might lock down that fifth spot. And then that 6th down is going to pretty much be open for everybody else to battle for.
Right now, the Knicks are number 8.
Yeah, we number 8. So yeah, you know, so you just look for like, you know, if they can like 36, at least 33, 34. I think that'll get you that 8th. You're gonna need those many wins to get that because you know everybody is bunched together. You know, and under us is like 4 games. Under us, between I think that 10th spot.
I would say 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so you know you just got to bring it. You got to win your share of your games. You know, you got to win them early. But you know, like I say in the beginning, we're gonna win some games we supposed to lose. We're gonna lose some games we supposed to win. Right now, and long as like you know, and that's what we rolling with. You know, there ain't no super all-stars on this team that's going to come in there and dominate any situation. So, you know, we got to roll with what we are.
Right. I think from the 6th spot is where we can the highest we can go so far.
You get
Atlanta, right? Atlanta's number 4, and Miami's number 5. Number 6 is Charlotte. If they slip, maybe we can catch that spot.
I think you know what I think Atlanta is going to jump. Atlanta's going to get the 4 or 5. Atlanta might get the 4.
I agree with you.
I'm not giving Miami the 5. Miami is in the battle with everybody else for that 5th one.
Even with that Victor Oladipo signing?
Nah, I don't. He's all right, but you know, I got to see how he gel with him. You know what I'm saying? And who gonna get hurt next? You know, everybody playing 3-4 games a week, man. People going down like flies. They falling like leaves on the tree. Every day somebody else is going down.
Good point.
You know, and when they go down, we take advantage of it. That's all.
Well said, man. I don't know. It looks like a quiet night, guys. It looks like a quiet night, man. I'm gonna keep it short. Not much to talk about. It's just another loss that we gotta keep rolling with the punches, man.
Yeah, you know, just gotta.
Losses keep building. Just get debilitated from them, don't you?
Hey,
I hate to say I told you so.
Oh no! Look at here. I expected to lose games this year, Kev. I don't know what you expected, but I expected to lose games.
And then we're gonna be 72-0. Of course, we're gonna lose games.
No, I expected my game total was 27 wins. 27-31. That's how many games I did. That's how many games I thought the Knicks was gonna win. So right now we right around what I thought we was gonna be. So I ain't tripping. Anything else is gravy. I want them to win more, but realistically,
I knew we was gonna be a 500 team this whole season.
Man, you don't know nothing because you didn't like Tibbs.
It's on tape. Rewind
find
tape.
it. You've been screaming that for 2 weeks. What tape is on?
Go back to before the season.
Before the season, when?
And
we had a lot of shows before the season.
I will. You know what?
Find it.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to find it because I said it.
You do that.
Ask Freezy. I was on here. I said Knicks are a playoff
been telling
team.
Everybody that for a minute, but find the tape. You on it? It's you. Find it. I want to hear you say we was going to the playoffs.
And when I do find it, then what?
And then I'll say, okay, Kev said we was going through. And then I would say this here. I don't know why you thought that with Tibbs, the coach. The way you give him hell, I don't know why you thought he was going to give you a playoff team and you killing them.
Because he deceived me.
What?
He deceived me.
Well, but if he give you a playoff team, then he didn't deceive you.
He hoodwinked me.
He didn't hoodwink you if he give you a
He's a
playoff team.
bamboozler.
No, not if he give you a
ran him
playoff
up.
team. Not if he give you a playoff team.
He said, I didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on me.
Nah, you took what he said literally. He said he learned some things. He didn't say he was going to put it in play this year. He didn't say that. That wasn't his words. When it's time for him to do it, then he gonna do it. But right now he don't see fit. I heard what he said he learned. He said, yeah, he picked up a couple of things here. But right now, he didn't say I was going to install it this year on the New York Knicks.
So
he didn't say he was going to drop everything he learned.
When is he going to do it? Year 5 of his contract?
No, it might be
new stuff.
It might be
way out.
It might be year 2.
All right, let the sink.
No, you said he gonna make the playoffs, so he doing what you said. Long as he make the playoffs, Kev is right. Right?
You said what?
I said, long as he make the playoffs, Kev is right. Yeah, he got you going to the playoffs, but you wanna take into consideration all the other stuff that you want. He gonna put you in the playoffs. That should be enough.
It's not enough. This team should be better than 25 and 26. This team should literally be at least like
why would you say that?
4 games
Look at this
better.
roster. Compare this roster to any roster. Why would this roster be better than 25 and 26?
Have we given away games this season?
So
and
look,
you legit say we have given away games.
People give away games every season.
I can't worry about other teams and what they do. I worry about what the New York Knicks are doing. And this season, the Knicks have lost winnable games.
Everybody give away games.
Winnable games.
Yes, everybody give away games. The Knicks give away games.
Isn't that being a bit narrow-minded to not observe that every team in the NBA gives away games, but you're not concerned about other teams giving away games? You're just concerned about the Knicks giving away games?
Yeah, is this every other team at night, or is this Knicks at night?
It comes with the territory.
Is this every other team in the NBA at night, or is this Knicks at night?
Knicks at night.
Knicks at night. So I can't worry about what the other teams are doing. I worry about what the Knicks are doing. If this was like the Portland Trailblazers at night, if this was the Utah Jazz at night, the San Antonio Spurs at night, the Atlanta Hawks at night, no. So I can't worry about them giving away games.
But to Rob's point, we've taken games away from teams.
Yeah, we benefited from games that we shouldn't have won.
We've taken games away too. So what goes with that?
So are you trying to say that Minnesota game the other day, that was easy? That was just oh well. What about that?
What about the Utah Jazz having the best record in the league and we gave them a loss?
Yeah, we gave them a loss. What about that one?
Give us your opinion about us.
So y'all worry about what we did in like game 3 and not what we did last week.
Game 3. So now it's game 3.
And not what we did. Not what we just did last week. We let the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Okay, so
Minnesota Timberwolves. We was up by how many points were we up that game?
We beat the mighty Jazz.
Oh my Lord, we beat the Jazz and we lost.
We beat Portland
to the Timberwolves.
We beat
last
Portland
week.
Hey,
last week.
It's just like the rest of the games. They gone already. It's gone. That game gone. We done played what?
There's a difference.
We done played 2 games since then.
Here's the thing. We are a playoff team, right? Technically, we're a playoff team. So we beat another playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
We're a
team. We're trying to be a playoff team.
If the playoffs started right now, we are in the playoffs. That which means
when was the last time we've been in the playoffs? To call us a playoff team, when was the last time we were in the playoffs?
If the playoffs started right now, we are in the playoffs.
If the playoffs started 3 weeks ago, we would have been number 4.
And we've been a playoff team all season long.
Hey, look at here. Like this here. You ain't a playoff team until the playoffs start.
Well, we are vying to be a playoff team. How about that? We're vying to be a playoff team.
And then if we don't,
Portland is
gonna
vying to be a
blame
playoff team. Is Minnesota vying to be a playoff team?
Miami?
Huh?
You said Miami?
I said Minnesota.
Why are you still talking about them?
I'm asking you, is Minnesota vying to be a playoff team?
No.
No, I don't think so. Maybe they think they can make a run. I don't know.
Orlando,
no.
we lost to Orlando. Golden State. Chicago.
We beat them too.
Sacramento.
We beat them too.
Cleveland.
So you're saying
them too.
So Kev, your point is we're as bad as the teams we lost to. What's your argument?
It seems like we when we play these bad teams, we play down to our to their level, don't we?
But we beat them.
But
answer my question, Rob. When we play these bad teams, do we play up the Brooklyn standards,
Man,
or do we play down to their standards?
No, we walk away with the win. That's all that matters to me.
So we walked away that win from Minnesota last week.
We
that's
beat
right.
them.
That's
we
right.
beat them too.
Last week, did we walk away from the Minnesota Timberwolves with a win?
Hey, look, most of the time you go on the road, you're going to take an L anyway. We took an L on the road. So what? Keep it moving.
Is it fair to say...
Was that their first victory?
Did we beat them this season? Hold up, Kev. Did we beat them this season?
Barely.
See,
we
there's no such thing as barely. Hold on, Kev. There's no such thing as barely. It's either yes or no.
Carl Anthony Towns jump hook away from being 0-2 against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
So we either lose or we win barely, is what you're saying.
But
why were we in that position? Is it because we played down to their level?
I don't know. We got the victory.
Why are we playing close nail-biting games against the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Orlando Magic?
Because they NBA teams. They don't got no victories. They ain't beat no good teams. Yes, they have.
You mean the
so
Orlando
what are
Magic
you talking about?
You mean the Orlando Magic that was in a 6-game losing streak before playing us? That team?
Huh?
Orlando Magic was in a 6-game losing streak before we played them, so they were desperate.
And
why weren't they desperate up to game 3, a game 4, a game 5? Why are they desperate up to game 6?
Look, we played them 3 times. We beat them twice. So what? We played Cleveland 3 times. We beat them twice. No, we beat them 3 times. So what are you talking about?
We lost to Cleveland.
No, in preseason.
Oh, now we got preseason.
No, we beat them in the regular season 3 times.
We didn't beat them in the regular season 3 times.
Yes, we did. We beat them twice in Cleveland and 1 in New York.
Hold on. How many times did we play Cleveland this
We
season?
beat them 3 times. We played them 3 times.
1, 2, 3. You want to play them 3 times?
Yeah, 3 times.
So Kev, to your point, are you saying that the Knicks got lucky in all their 25 wins?
Huh?
Are you saying that the Knicks got lucky in all their 25 wins? Were they all lucky wins?
No.
How many were there? How many of them were lucky?
How many of them were lucky?
Yeah.
I don't know. How many losses were unlucky? Can you answer that question?
What? I count wins and losses, man. There's nothing that say no almost.
He said, how many wins were lucky? Well, I said, how many losses were unlucky?
And you said we barely beat the Timberwolves as if it was by luck.
Is that not true? Did we barely squeak by?
Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to me. Does it matter to you?
It doesn't matter. We won.
So you're trying to insinuate that we're winning by luck. So my question to you is, if you feel that way, how many wins are by luck then? Because a lot of wins have been kind of close.
I got a player on this team that said we got a big 15.
He means every player count.
And
He
we
means every player count.
we squeaked by the Minnesota Timberwolves.
All he's saying that every player count. I don't hold him nothing crazy. He said every player counts. That's all he said. We got a big 15. Every player counts. How did you take it that he meant? He had 15 All-Stars?
I guarantee Reggie Bullock will be making no more other.
You know, originally Reggie Bullock said we got a big five. He got a big five because he didn't want to include Kevin Knox. But then Julius Randle.
So Kevin Knox is 10 people? We got 10 Kevin Knox? Is this multiplicity?
What he should have said
is this multiplicity?
He didn't want to mention Kevin Knox. He wanted to. He said,
is Alec Burks not on the team?
He
Taj
said,
Gibson?
He said we got a big five because I don't want to include Reggie. I didn't want to include Kevin Knox.
So he didn't want to include nobody else. He didn't want to include all those people.
A Big 10, maybe the.
He didn't say that. He said a Big 5, which means he didn't include Derrick Rose, Daniel Quickly, Alec Burks, Taj Gibson.
He didn't want to include Kevin Knox.
Obi Toppin.
Only thing he was saying was 5 people play on the floor at a time. That's all he was referring to.
Why would you even give
Theo Pinson, Jared Harper. He didn't want to include
Julius Randle.
He only played 5 at a time. That's why he didn't give no names.
Julius Randle
had to play 5 at a time.
Julius Randle had to say big. No, Reggie Bullock, you got that wrong. It's Big 15. Don't forget about Kevin Knox.
Don't forget about the 9 other players too on the team.
Nope. You only played 5. He didn't give no names. You don't know what 5 he was talking about.
Well, obviously,
are there 5 players on the team, or is there 15?
5 only time plays. 5 at a time plays.
No, if that's the case, you would say, then why say Big 15 then?
Because number one, you said he said a Big 15, so I only went by what you said.
Rob. I don't know. Reggie Bullock said.
Now you don't know. Okay.
Reggie Bullock.
I only went by what you said.
Rob, let me say this quick. Reggie Bullock literally forgot about Kevin Knox, and he said, "No, we got a Big 5," because he forgot. He didn't want to mention Kevin Knox
and the 9 other players too. I guess he forgot to mention them too.
He didn't even mention himself.
Rob, you fighting a losing battle.
How? He said a Big 5. Did he mention names?
Oh, Rob.
Hey,
some fights you just can't.
Did he mention any names, Kevin?
You can't.
Kevin, did he mention any names?
You can't win every.
Kev, did he mention any names? No, he didn't. No, so you don't know who he meant.
He didn't.
He didn't mention no names.
Reggie Bullock literally pulled off that whole "I don't talk about players who don't play minutes." He literally said that in the conference. I don't talk about players who don't play any minutes. We got a Big 5. Oh, okay, Julius Randle. Yeah, we got a Big 15. That's what Reggie Bullock did.
Well, you know, so sometimes when people get that light in their face and that red light comes on the camera, we say stupid statements, right? That we can't back up, and then you have to go back and retract the statement that you made, get a spokesman to say, well, I said this, but that's not what I really meant. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this was right here, because if we had won the game, the narrative would have been different, but we lost. So when you say that the Nets have a Big 5, Big 4, Big 3, whatever that big is, and you come out and say that our team can beat whatever you're putting in front of us, and we don't accomplish that feat, that's a problem. That's a problem. So who's going to backtrack that statement? Who is that spokesman? Who is that?
What, did they address it again?
Well, I didn't watch. I didn't watch the post game.
I did. I watched the post game. Nobody mentioned it.
Exactly, they didn't. So, but my point is this: if you're going to put a statement out before the game, be able to back up the statement.
But I wouldn't even put that to there. All he was saying is, to me, this is what I got out of the statement. It takes 5 players to win the game, not 3. That's all I got out the statement.
But he did. That's not what he said.
But yeah, he said we got a big five. Five, yeah, y'all talking about your big three. We gonna play five. That's what he
15.
said.
I heard 15.
Now, it's the way that people insinuated what he meant.
But
That's up for discussion.
I heard 15. That's all I'm saying. I heard 15. He said, you have a big three, we have a big 15. That's
so
what I
all
heard.
of that's saying is that it takes 15 players to win a game.
Okay, so
Rob, stop moving these goalposts, Rob.
Rob.
I don't know what he said. I'm just going by what y'all saying he said.
No, he said you have a big three, we have a big 15.
Okay, so what that means to you?
That means that he's saying that our team can beat your big three. To me,
no, that's not what it's saying. What it's saying to me is that it takes a team to win, not 3 players.
Okay, so how many people on the team, Rob?
15.
Okay, so back to my point. He said we have a big 15 where you have a big 3. So your 3 players who are not healthy at this point, and the only person we really have to worry about is Kyrie, who torched us.
He said all that?
He said we have a big 15. So big 15 means to me that our team can beat whoever your star players are as a team. That's what that means to me. Now, I could be wrong.
Okay, that goes for, but look, that goes for the whole league, not just the Nets. So but if somebody posed a question to me talking about your big 3, I'm not gonna. And then I say, look, we got a big 15. That's okay. It's gonna take every player to win the game. Right. Now we came up short. That's okay.
No, it's not. It's not. Really,
yes,
it's
it
not.
Is. Look,
no,
ain't nobody dying. Hey, look, we ain't gonna win every game.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But
it's okay. We tried. We played the game. We lost by 2.
Okay.
I will give out trophies for showing up.
No, I'm not.
Award.
I'm not.
Here's your award.
I'm on to the next game, Kev. I'm not even sweating this game. We lost it. We on to the next game. I'm not going to sit up here. I'm not going to look
until you sit down and try to realize what's wrong. Why are we losing these games?
What's wrong? Kyrie dropped 40. That was wrong.
Why could we stop him when we got the big 15?
Bro, who does stop him?
Nobody.
Okay, then.
So we got a big 15 though, Rob.
But this
not one. Not even 3.
We put our best effort forward.
Not even 3.
Hey, look, we put our best effort forward and we lost. Okay, next game.
The point is this. The point is this right here.
So your man didn't say y'all misquoting what my man said. My man never said we have a big 15. The reporter asked him. He was like, "Well, what do you think about the possibility of their big 3 being healthy for Monday night's game?" Right? And Reggie Bullock said, we're not concerned with that. We have a big 5. When we play together, we feel like we can go up against anybody. And Julius Randle corrected him and said, we have a big 15.
Yeah.
Yes.
Freezy, to your point, he didn't want to include Kevin Knox.
That's just a dumb take, and I'm not even going to give credence to any kind of troll because he forgot the other 9 players on the team. If he feels like he wants to get off by trying to troll something, good for him.
Let Julius Randle say it because I'm not going to say Big 15. I'd rather say I don't want to include Kevin Knox.
But still, I still stay on my same point. At the end of the day, what we're saying is this: our team can beat whoever your superstars are. As a team, we can win the game, but we didn't.
Okay,
that's the problem.
He said not that we was going to win here. I didn't hear no prediction that we was going to beat them.
So when you say against your big 3, we have a big 15, what does that mean to you?
That means as though it takes 15 players to win a game.
Okay.
Not 3. So if they would have put their big 3 out there on the floor against 5, what would have happened? We would have mopped the floor with their ass.
No, absolutely not.
If they would have played 3 players, G. If they would have played 3 players against 5 players, you think they would have won?
3 on 5? No, they wouldn't. But
that's what I'm saying.
That's not realistic, though. Let's live in the here and now. The here and now is this. the Brooklyn Nets came out with a starting 5 without 2 of their big 3. So, well, I take that back. One of them came out and played, and he went to the back with another recurring hamstring injury. That being Hart. So the only person left out on the court was Kyrie, and Kyrie torched us for 40 points.
Who we got on that team better than Kyrie?
Who on our team?
Yeah.
Like Keith Sweat said, nobody.
Okay, then. So if they won and they got the best player on the floor,
no.
Look, we lost the game. It's okay.
We lost the game, but
we lost the game.
So to your point, what you said before, if you put Kyrie on the floor by himself against 5 players, how many points does he score?
He don't win the game.
Exactly. That's my point. So if Kyrie is the person that we are focusing on, how he get 40 points tonight?
Well, it
Who been stopping him? That's not his career high.
It doesn't matter how he got 40 points. The only thing that matters is this. Like,
you watched
he got
it.
his
You
40.
seen how he got it?
He got his 40.
I saw every play.
But yet,
he was getting it on 2 or 3 defenders. He was getting it the way he get it.
It made me cry.
Yeah. And that's the first time you seen him do that?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
So why are you asking that question? How he do it?
But my question is to your question as to when someone says you have a big 3, we have a big 15. So the aspect to that whole argument is this: your big 3 is not going to beat my whole team. It's what I took from that. I may be wrong. I may be looking at it in a
Did he say the rest of that? He didn't say the rest of that.
What he said was, to Freezy's point, was you have a big 3, we have a big 15, to what Julius Randle said.
And that was it. Did he expound on it any further?
He didn't. So
you can't insinuate what he meant.
I would never do that. I would never put words in that. No, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm telling you is what I took from his comments. That's what I'm telling you.
So you breaking down his comment to what you think it meant.
Yeah, exactly. So what else would it mean? What else could it have meant? If you say you have a big 3.
I already just said what I thought it meant.
Which was?
I said that I thought it meant that, hey, it takes 15, it takes a team to win, not 3 players. That's all I took out of it.
So we're saying the same thing. Would you agree?
Well, if you're saying that, yeah.
Well, that's essentially what I said.
Okay.
Against your big 3, we have a whole team.
So we came up short, and then what? Now is what? Now got to be explained? I don't think so.
Absolutely not. So well, to a certain extent, it needs.
There's some things that need to be explained.
Well, what we need to do is evaluate what went wrong in this whole equation called this game that we just played. Look,
I'll tell you exactly what happened. Hey, you can throw out the whole 47 minutes and 30 seconds. It came down to that rebound that we didn't get.
Yes, Rob. I agree with you. Alize Johnson and TLC, they started grabbing rebounds like it was a playoff game.
All they had to do, look, Randall let this little number 1 guy just push him right off of balance. Randall fell all the way out the play.
Yeah, but y'all being real, y'all being real petty right now.
What I'm saying is it came down to 30 seconds. That's not petty. Y'all
being petty. Y'all being petty because, like, you know what I'm saying? We can nitpick all around, but at the same time, the game came down to what?
That rebound.
No, the game came down to what? The game came down to what? Julius missing the last shot.
Look, miss free throws.
So we can go back and wait. Hold on,
yeah.
We can go back and forth. We can go back and forth and say, this person could have did this. This person could have did that. That person could have did this. That person could have did that. But at the same time, we gotta remember Julius missed the last shot.
To tie the game, not to win.
To your point, Rob.
Exactly.
Alize Johnson was getting the best of this game. It plain and simple, bro. This guy's looking like
Hey, look, I just
an X factor in the game, bro.
Hey, look, everything gets thrown out the window when it comes down to the one play. You got a tie score. Nothing else matters. In that huddle, that's what my coach would say. Whatever we did right now, it doesn't matter. Make sure you secure the rebound so you have a chance to win. We didn't secure the rebound. Nothing else mattered. Everything else was part of the game.
We shouldn't have even been in that position at the beginning of the second half of the game.
This is why I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
That is where we start to fail. So,
G-Man, this is what I'm saying. This is a circle argument. We can say all of these things. We can say yes, we could have did this, we could have did that, whatever. But like, you know what I'm saying? We already know what the outcome of the game was or whatever.
Yep.
So it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't want to sit here and try to prove points on something that just can be a revolving door.
Agreed.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Agreed. Yeah, I agree.
We can say yes. Oh, this person didn't grab this rebound. This person didn't do this. But guess what? It's not about that one rebound. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's the result.
City, there was a lot of big rebounds coming from Brooklyn. Brooklyn's corner.
I don't think it's not even about the rebounds. It's about the performance in the second half. And the Knicks have historically been bad in closing out games. We all know that. We agree to that point.
Well, it's more or less our performance in the third quarter was atrocious.
Yeah. So third quarter is our worst quarter, and that's why I always that's my biggest worry to close out the third quarter.
Listen, I text Spree, right? I said again. So I said something like that. I said again, like, you know what I'm saying, like another like bad third quarter, like, you know what I mean, or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, because it happens to us, and
quite frequently
somehow, some kind of way, we gotta figure that thing out. But then again, I deliver it to our consistency, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean,
or lack thereof.
Yeah,
lack thereof consistency.
Yeah, we got guys that are just like, you know what I'm saying? They're consistent sometimes when it comes down to certain things, but then sometimes they're not.
So I'll pose this question to the panel, right? When is the last time we had a successful third quarter?
Oh, wasn't it? Well, it was the most recent game. It was the Detroit game.
Let me rephrase.
It was the Detroit game.
When was the last time we had a successful third quarter, and omit the Detroit game, because that was an anomaly? Take that out of the equation. Take that out of the equation. I don't want to hear about the Detroit game, because that was an anomaly. So
come on, you're stealing my fire right now. That was the only thing I had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even tell you, bro.
So besides the Detroit game, tell me when we went into a third quarter and was productive going into the fourth quarter. When has that happened?
Against Boston, when we beat them by 30.
When was that?
And then against Washington, the first game. That was about 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Out of how many games? So you just quoted me 2 games out of how many?
Well, that's what you asked. You said when the last time.
I did.
Okay.
So I did. But my point in asking that question was, that's not what we normally do. When we play against bad teams, you quoted the Celtics and Washington. So, I mean, those are bad teams at this point. So when we have an opportunity to score big or be, I guess, successful in a third quarter effort, yeah, I give you that. They're bad teams. That's why I took out Detroit.
What kind of team you think we are, in your own opinion?
In my opinion, we are mediocre at this point.
Okay, so this is what mediocre teams do. They take advantage of bad teams. They struggle with good teams.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But at the same time,
well, we can't even judge our team being mediocre if we say that, because we've struggled against bad teams too.
We have.
But our record but look, our record speaks for what we are. A mediocre team, 500.
It doesn't. Our record does not. So this is why I will respectfully disagree. We have lost some games that we shouldn't have lost,
Okay.
and
Have we
I
won
mean,
some games we shouldn't have won?
well, I think we've been lucky in the fact that there were key players on teams that didn't play that
Okay,
allowed us
so
to win
when
games.
we beat Utah, who was supposed to play that didn't play?
Mm, Utah. I have no idea.
They was fully staffed. We beat them.
Okay, so why is that why is that a team that we shouldn't have won against?
Because they're the number one team in the league.
That doesn't matter. On any given
Yes,
day, you
because
can lose
look,
games.
you said that we're a mediocre team. I'm only going by what you said.
When I say we're a mediocre team, that means that our from an NBA standpoint, we are not the top tier as our record reflects at
So
this
when you
point.
beat a top tier team, then what that means about the teams that you play?
That means that team that we just played needs to get their stuff together.
Okay, so when we lose to a team that we're not supposed to lose to, then what that means?
That means we need to get our stuff together.
Okay, so if you do that over the course of a season, out of 50 times, you do it 25 and 25 both ones, that make you what?
Mediocre.
Okay then.
Exactly what I said.
All right then. So look, mediocre teams lose. But look, my definition of a mediocre team is they lose to teams that they're not supposed to lose to. Then they beat teams that they're not supposed to beat.
I agree, and that's where we are. That's where we are right now.
Okay, so what's your expectations on a mediocre team?
My expectation would be that at the end of the season we're better than mediocre. That's my expectation, really.
Okay, so I look at it like this here. You got Leon Rose and then you got Tibbs in the first year, and then they go from 22 wins to mediocre. Last year we wasn't mediocre. So as that means as though we're trending in the right direction?
So last year we were horrible. So this year we
We're
have
mediocre.
overachieved. We've overachieved to what last year and what the expectations to this year would be. That's where we are right now. We've overachieved. So this is foreign territory that no one has ever seen us being into right now.
I wouldn't
So
say that I wouldn't say that we underachieved.
I
We're
said overachieved.
mediocre.
I
How
said
could you?
overachieved.
I wouldn't
Overachieved.
say that. Because
Yeah,
if you
but
overachieve,
can you guys get to a point? Because like, you know what I'm saying? This is just like,
okay,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? This is
Look, it's only
circumstance.
it's only one point that I was making. Is Joe just like this here? Just like they say, don't get too far up, don't get too far low. Keep it even. This is going to be an even season. It's nothing to get all upset about this next season when they lose games this bad, the way that people be just really just going crazy. Just keep it even killed. Because you always got a game the next day.
Yo, do I need to bring Darth City into the building to get the likes up, yo? Do I need to do that? Is that what I need to do? Do I need to use the force to get the likes up? Because y'all still here watching, but y'all not getting those likes up, man. Get those
Greenhouse,
likes
you
up
put
for the
in your
next Night
likes.
podcast one time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get those likes up for Uncle Freezy because he not feeling well and he not in the building right now. But we in the building right now. Like, you know what I'm
Fact.
saying? Do
Fact.
that thing. Do that thing that we like. Don't make me go on a tangent. Don't make me rant.
Well, gents,
I'm good.
I'm about to call it a night. I start my new job tomorrow.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Kev.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations to the Kev.
I have no idea what I'll be doing, but I guess I'll be doing something.
You still installing them new toilets?
Are you still in the hospitality industry?
Cause you full of yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. No, yes, I am. So I'm now an assistant general manager.
In the hospitality?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh man, cool.
Congratulations.
I used to do hospitality myself, man.
So I start tomorrow.
Congrats. So hotel. Wait a minute. So hotels are still open?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever closed.
Yeah, they never close. I've been in hotels the whole time we were going through the pandemic. I
Yo,
traveled.
can
for
we
my
check
job.
your
I
Yo,
literally
Kev.
worked throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yo, Kev,
I was
can we check your hospitality skills right now, real
No.
quick?
How many?
I
How
want
many
to check
years?
it real quick.
I don't have
I
any
just want to.
skills when I'm
I
not
just want
on
to
the
check
clock.
it. I want to check your hospitality skills.
Nope, I'm not on the clock.
Can you say Reggie Bullock played
Not
a
on the
couple of good
clock.
games?
And so I have to save all of my professional energy when I'm on the clock. I can't waste any ounce of that when I'm not on the clock because those people drive me crazy.
So, Kev, what I would ask of you is this, and I wish you well on your endeavors,
Thank you.
100%, 100% success. But, and however, I'm gonna need you to get a different outfit other than that rag you got on your chest right now, to make sure that you are able to be successful. Because that right there breeds disappointment by all means necessary. I'm just saying.
No way.
How many years you guys got working in hospitality?
Who, me?
Boy, and G-Man. G-Man got.
No, my profession is supply chain logistics. That's what I've done for the last 35 years. So
Okay.
I'm 35 years old.
see, you're a young buck. See what I'm saying? You still you still got the dimples, right? And when you got the dimples going on, that tells me right now you're a young buck. And the fact that you got a Jets garment on tells me that you are a little bit how shall we say less informed. Let's leave it at that. Less informed.
This
Let's go
comes
there.
from a guy whose general manager name is Dave Gettleman.
You know what?
And
What's wrong with that?
I have to take the good with the bad, right? So the Gettlemans, I have to agree to disagree with. He's in power right now, but that's not sustaining. He won't be there forever. I'm just waiting him out. I can wait him out. I'm patient. I'm a very patient man. And when he passes by, that's gonna be good. But you guys just traded your quarterback.
Yes,
You just traded your quarterback. What is that about? What is the outlook of this team that
My
you are
general
wearing?
manager said, you know what? I don't want to be a general manager anymore.
Yes.
I just want to take the money and run. What can I do
to get fired?
That I can get fired. And he's like, oh wait, I'll trade Sam Darnold.
Yeah, he did that.
He's on the clock. He got like 2 years left, and then it's over.
Look, if you guys don't get what quarterback are you thinking you're gonna draft this year?
I already know who they're gonna get. Justin Wilson.
Who?
Justin Wilson?
Zach Wilson. Zach.
I was gonna say
you making up stuff right now, Cam. Come on.
I feel like I'm making it up. I feel like it's a dream. Like I'm gonna wake up and Sam Darnold's still on the Jets. But
that ain't happening tomorrow.
Zach Wilson from BYU.
Why would you pick Zach Wilson over
I
the guy?
I don't want to pick Zach Wilson. I don't want Zach. I don't want nothing to do with Zach Wilson.
That's Sam Darnold all over again.
No,
honestly,
Sam Darnold is better than Zach Wilson.
I know. I agree. 110%. 100%.
Hey guys, have a good one, guys. I'm heading out, guys.
Salute.
All right. Peace out, Rob.
Peace out, City. Rob, take it easy, Kev. G-Man.
So what I'm telling you is this while you're yawning, because I know that you're going to struggle with this for weeks to come up until the draft. But
I'm never going to watch the draft.
You're going to watch the draft.
Nope.
You're going to watch it. You're not going to tell us you're going to watch it, but you're going to watch it.
I'm really
it's
not.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I might be watching Mets play baseball that night.
No. He's gonna be telling us all of these types of things that he could be doing, but he's gonna be watching the draft.
I know.
I am not watching.
Trust me, I know. Kev, I figured this out about Kev, right? Kev is a very he's very professional in the how shall we say the illusional aspect. So I'm gonna show you this hand right here. As long as you're watching this hand right here and listen to what this hand is telling you, this hand right here is doing a whole different thing. You don't even see this hand over here because you're focusing on this right here. Kev gonna be watching the draft. He gonna be watching the draft because I'm telling you what Kev don't want. This is what Kev don't want. Kev knows I'm a New York football giant fan. And if he has to come in this chat room and answer to why the Jets fumbled the ball on the draft. Oh my God! And you drafted the wrong quarterback. You drafted the same quarterback you just traded. Come on, man.
Sam is better.
Makes
than
me
Zach.
want to break out the light up hat again.
Boy, look at here. I'm telling you right now. If you guys don't get Justin Fields in this draft,
Mm-hmm.
the general manager, the president of football operations, the head coach, all y'all need to be fired. The whole that whole entourage. Just get them out of the building. Take their pass cards and the whole nine. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you a tidbit of advice right now because the Giants. Oh, if you ain't read the headlines, my quarterback is in Arizona right now with the offense. And we doing our thing. We prepping for the season. That's what we do, Kev. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now again?
He's checking to see if Sam Darnold got traded back. That's what he's doing. He's like, let me see if my guy got traded back.
I believe
you can fly. I believe I can fly.
So here's the thing, right? So
yeah. Deep breath, Kev. I understand the plight that you're going through right now because there's no way you can explain this. There's no way you can put a strawberry with whipped cream on top of this and dress it up.
In 3 years, I'm gonna be right back in the same situation we're in right now, talking about getting another quarterback.
Even
with the draft,
that's not good. In 3 years,
that's what I'm saying. Even with the draft,
you're saying what you're about to draft right now is not going to be good.
It's not going to work. Not going to work.
It's not going to be good 3 years from now.
No.
Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
Zach Wilson reminds me of like Johnny Manziel or
that's why you shouldn't draft him. You look, I'm telling you what you need to do right now.
Brady Quinn?
You need to get on the phone right now. Pick up the phone. Get the bat phone. Go to the bat phone. Go to the back. Take the cover off of what open up the panel, the secret panel you got in the closet. Open that up. Take the cover off the phone. Pick the phone up and call your GM for the Jets and say, listen, I need for you to draft Justin Fields. This is what I need for you to do. Don't waver. Don't go anywhere else. I need for you to make Justin Fields the next quarterback for the New York Jets. I need for you to make that happen. If you have
listen, I'm an Ohio State fan. And I can tell you Justin Fields is not the answer.
Not the guy you're looking for?
He's not the answer.
So if you are the general manager for the New York Jets, who is your draft pick for the at quarterback? At the quarterback position.
I don't want to draft a quarterback. None of these quarterbacks are going to be any good.
Kev, you don't have a
G-Man,
quarterback
can I
right
say
now.
this real quick?
Yeah.
Yo, G-Man, can I say this real quick?
Go ahead.
I want to interject something. By the way, in case you guys didn't know, the Yankees won 7-0 today. Just saying.
They played like the Tokyo Giants.
So here we go.
Don't matter. We still won.
You must be a Mets fan, Kev. You Mets fan?
Of course, I'm a Mets fan.
I don't care.
Oh my God! You know what?
Yeah, the Yankees play the Tokyo Giants.
But we won. We won, and we still winning. So back to your point. I need
this is the Mets' first game of the season. Okay, we're not going to go 162.
Here we go with excuses. Oh, it's the first game of the season.
Our season got postponed
because
the other team had COVID.
My season got postponed.
It threw off all our whole mental because we were supposed to play on Friday. No, on Thursday. We were supposed to play on Thursday, and we got our first game today. So we just been cooped up doing nothing this whole time.
Nope, Kev. This is what I'm not going to allow you to do. Right. So understand that obviously there is a mental imbalance in the teams that you choose to root for. So you're a Jets fan, and you're a Mets fan, Jets and Mets. Oh, imagine that. Wow. So there's a lot of depression in potentially in your life right now because they both suck at this point.
The
So
the
I
Mets
got a
suck
good
after
question
one
for y'all.
game. After one game,
I'm talking about previous years.
and you talking about the Yankees winning a championship in 1927? That's
Yeah.
100 years ago. That's
Is
what we're
that when
doing.
is that when you think the last Yankees win?
Yeah, that's what I
Last
was gonna
Yankees
say. How
championship
many
was?
was there before that? How many
Nine-
was there after that?
Y'all talking about Murder Row with Babe Ruth, Lou
No.
Gehrig, the Mickey Mantle years, the
When
Reggie Jackson
okay.
years.
So this is
I
what I
mean,
need to do,
geez,
Kev.
Joe DiMaggio years.
I need you to step into the light. Step into the light. When was the last Yankees championship?
Like
World
12
Series.
years ago.
What?
Like 12 years ago.
Like 12 years ago, or was it 12 years ago? Which one?
Well, technically, this is the 12th season. We just started the season.
If we start season today, yeah,
that'll
and
be
the season started.
12 years ago.
Okay. And when was the Mets last championship season?
35 years ago.
Okay. All right. So, having said that, I say this. Anytime that I can convince you to step into the light, I'm here.
Who's been to the World Series more recently?
Doesn't matter. I'll go get Darth City to make you join the dark side.
How does that not matter? Because we've been more recently. Who's been more recently?
Listen,
Did you win?
I'll go get Darth City and
Who
make
has
you
been
join
to
the
the
dark
World
side.
Series
Okay.
more recently? I answered y'all question.
Okay. All right. I'm with you. The Mets have, but my question to you would
we
be,
have been the more relevant team more recent.
But did you win?
Okay, little brother. So
Did you
you
win?
got the better Christmas present 1 year.
You got the better bike at Christmas.
So again,
so
y'all want to
bring
bring
better
up,
Christmas
y'all want to
present
bring
1
up
year.
championships. Y'all want to bring up championships when Babe Ruth was still playing. Okay.
No. That's not what we're talking about because Babe Ruth was playing 12 years ago. Babe Ruth was not playing 12 years ago. He was not.
Y'all talking about Mr. October, Reggie Jackson in 1970. That's what y'all talking about.
That's not what we're talking about because he wasn't playing 12 years ago. Who was playing 12 years ago?
I mean,
come on, Kev. Come on,
y'all
Kev.
talking about Jorge Posada out there.
Okay.
Roger Clemens.
Okay.
What's wrong with
David
that?
Wells. Tino Martinez. That's what y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, listen. Hey, yo, Kev, listen. I'm going to stick with Roger Clemens. When he caught the bat, he thought it was the ball. I'm just saying.
I mean, that was 20 years ago. Y'all still holding on to that. Can we talk about the here and now? Can we talk about the here and now?
Okay, the here and now is this. When and who were the MVPs for the last time the Mets won a championship or, a World Series? Who was that? Give me the year and the player.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you answer right now.
I'm going to allow you to answer a question with a question, but go ahead, Kev. Go ahead.
I don't know who was the MVP in 1986.
Okay. 86. How long ago was that?
That was 35 years ago.
I was a junior in high school in 86. Wow. And that's what we're talking about. That's the most relevant thing that you have to say right now.
The most relevant thing is we have a pitcher who's going for his third Cy Young in 4 years.
Right now? This year?
Yes, he's going for. If he wins, that'd be his third and fourth in 4 years. The best pitcher in baseball, Mr. Jacob deGrom.
Okay,
we have a guy in his rookie season who hit 52 home runs, and Mr. Pete Alonso. We got one of the top 3 shortstops in all of baseball, Mr. Francisco Lindor.
I'm gonna always go back to my favorite saying that my dad always instilled into me, and this is what it was. If was a fifth, you know where we'd be right now.
Am I not speaking facts? Is Jacob deGrom not trying to get his third Cy Young in 4 years?
What you're talking about is hope, and hope is not a strategy.
Let me ask you a question. Who's the best pitcher in baseball right now?
I don't know. I don't follow baseball like that. I don't.
As of right now, you got it. But when the season starts, we'll see what happens.
Mm.
You see my boys tonight? Lights
No,
out.
we didn't watch that.
We don't watch
Oh,
that.
you watched it.
We don't watch
Lights
that. You
out
watch that.
tonight.
We don't watch
I mean,
that.
the bullpen lost the game, but he was lights out.
Mm-mm.
I can't help that. He can't help that the bullpen came in and blew the lead and cost him the game. Next time he's got to go even longer. I blame the manager for taking him out after 7. I would have let him in there. When you got a horse like this, you take that horse to the finish line.
And where did your horse finish tonight?
Well, the manager took him out in the 3rd leg. He took it to the 7th inning. He should have just went ahead and just going on. Listen, if Jacob DeGrom needs to go out there and pitch every complete game, then that's what you need to do.
So obviously he wasn't a horse. He was a pony. So we took the pony. We took the pony, put him back in the pen.
No, our manager is soft. Our manager, well, we don't want to overextend him in his first outing. I'm like, well, he's as fresh as he gonna be. You might as well leave him out there. He ain't gonna be this fresh the rest of the season.
His main horse wasn't even in the race because it got traded from the Kentucky Derby to something else that's not even in the Derby rankings. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Jacob DeGrom got traded. The best pitcher in baseball.
Look, he can't run in the Derby. He can't run in the Preakness. He can't get the Triple Crown. He even can't. See, and this is how you know we're telling the truth, because Kev right now, he wants some Doritos with the Cool Ranch. That's what he wants right now.
I'm about to go to bed so I can get up and be fresh tomorrow and smile on all these people's faces I don't know. The names I'm not going to remember tomorrow.
Yo, good luck, bro. Good luck on
straight up
on that tomorrow.
For real. You know, best wishes and
I hope it goes well.
In your endeavors. For real.
Thank you. I can't wait to get my office. Let's close the door and put my feet up. Might take a quick nap.
Yeah,
I gotta set up my personal line. I've been wanting to do that for a long, long time.
Don't wear that Jets garbage that you got on right now, and you'll be fine. You'll be successful. I'm just saying.
Hey, Kev, when you get that Knox for clicks, can you at least send us a picture? The new cereal that freeze. I was just saying, like, you know, the new cereal that freezes send you, you know, when you get that Knox for clicks, can you at least send us a picture of it? Like, what? You know,
City, you know you're wrong for that. You know you're wrong for that.
I was just asking a question, man.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with
you. Just asking a question. So check this out, right? Before we bounce out of here, because we'll probably bounce out of here in a little bit.
Yep.
What do you think about our next 3 games? Where you see us in the next 3 games?
So, I guess my outlook on our future would be predicated on how healthy we will be. Our health,
right,
and who plays in games is going to be critical. So right now we don't know what the health of the players that play tonight. Were they 100%? Were they 50%? Were they 75%? We don't know what it is because they never tell us that. They just tell us who's the starting 5. We're going out there. We're going to do whatever the coach says to do, or whatever the case may be. But if you're not 100% and you're still nursing an injury, and you're still playing me, 30, 40 minutes, then you're not doing me any good, right? So my answer to that question would be this. If we're healthy, I think that we could be progressive in getting above 500 and back to the 4th seed. But
all right, so our next 3 games, right? We got who do we got? We got the Celtics, the Grizzlies, the Raptors, and then the 4th one we play the Lakers, right? I feel like this, right? I feel like if we play any type of or any type of way that we played tonight,
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And the way that we normally play, I feel like we could win these next 4 games.
I agree. I agree
Like, you know what
100%.
I'm saying?
I
But
agree.
it's more or less it's up to the team to do it. Those are winnable games for us. You know what
They
I'm saying?
are. I would say that again. That if we're healthy going into those games, especially when we get to the end of the game we have to travel to, then of
Hmm.
course we can win all 4 of those games, and I think we need to win all 4 of those games. Quite honestly, just so that at the end of the day, when we pop up in the scene, nobody's taking us lightly. And
Right.
honestly, I don't think people are taking us lightly right now. I think people are game planning for us, and they're trying to take away what our strengths are. Evident in the teams that are coming up playing zone against us because they feel that we don't have people that can score the ball from the perimeter on a consistent basis. Which at
Right.
this point they're right. I mean it is what it is. But to your point, City, I believe that over the next 4 games we could win those. Those are winnable games for real, for real,
Right.
for real. But
Right. And yo, so since Freezy isn't here and he's not feeling well, actually he just popped in. But you know what, Freezy, don't worry about it. I'll hold it down for you. I got you, bro. I got you. Since
fact,
Freezy isn't here, I'll do a roll call since we haven't done a roll call all night. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that's watching. Salute to everybody that's gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself some of the merch. You already know where to go to get that thing. So, with that being said, let me get down and get down to the come down. So, Winston Ellis, I see you, bro. Archie Samuel, I see you, bro. Chris Chang is in the building. My guy, far too smart. Salute to you, bro. And I want to give a big salute, even though he is not here. And if you are listening, my guy, the king. I know you're going through that COVID thing, King. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting that monster. Keep
no
that
doubt.
hope alive because we want to see you back down in the chat, bro. We want to see you. We want to see you, King. Keep fighting that thing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing that thing or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fight that thing. Yo, Elvis, salute. I see you, bro. What's good? Chris Chang, again. He says, my dude, City. What's good? What's good, my chat family? Yo, we love y'all, man. We love y'all, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And I'm glad y'all here, man. I am glad y'all are here because we are still here. So, we gonna wrap this thing up probably here in a bit. But like, yo,
So City, before we do that, I just want to say
it's
this,
good.
right? I just want to give shout outs just like you did to the chat because there's a lot of people in the chat. They give us props and they hear our opinions on what we got to say about whatever the topic is, right? And they're able to give their input as well. So salute to the chat. We appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part and understand and respect. This is we are all family. This is Nick's family right here. So you are part of Nick's family every day, all day. Trust and
Yes,
believe.
sir.
Trust and believe that. And much love and respect to everybody.
Show Freezy some love too before we bounce because he ain't feeling well. So y'all show my guy some love, man. Show
Fact.
Freezy some love. Let him know that y'all here to support. Y'all in the building. Y'all here for us. Y'all here for him. We here for him. You know what I'm saying? Big ups, man. Yes. Chris Chang. Yes. Holding it down. What's good? Don't make me get into my quiet Freezy voice. I might jump on the morning joint and do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You make me do it. I ain't gonna do it tonight. I ain't gonna do it tonight. Winston Ellis, I see you, bro. I see you. Give it. Yes. Y'all show y'all love for Uncle Freezy, bro. Y'all show y'all love for Uncle Freezy. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Christian Fortune, yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. C Mac. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? When we call stuff to happen and y'all make it happen, this is what is really real. This is what makes this legit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because we not here for us. We here for y'all. We just here. We here for the people. We
You know what?
here.
I
This is
I, I, I
why
got
we do it.
I gotta holler at C Mac because C Mac, you know what, brother? Tonight I'm gonna let you get away with what you just said because I'm all about I'm all about Freezy and getting Freezy better. But you a Giants fan for real. You just you a closet Giants fan, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to come out of the closet, brother. I'm just saying. You know, it's all right. It's all right.
That's okay. I reloaded. But yo, man, listen, G man, I'm about to bounce out. I'm pretty sure Freezy needs to get his rest.
No
Feel
doubt.
better, Uncle Freezy. We here, we got you, we salute, and we
No doubt.
always got you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Getting ready to bounce out. So y'all people in the chat, hold it down. If y'all still there, if y'all not, it's all right. Freezy,
Peace.
we love you, bro. We
Peace.
out.
Rob, you there? Are you gone? All right, y'all. We'll end it right here then.